Hello everyone, it's Bree here, and we're playing some Shadowdark today.
Heck yeah.
We're just setting up our characters, and I got my two characters, From and Shogob. Shogob.
Shogob.
Shogob.
From and Shogob.
Yes.
Hello,
So,
everybody.
Wait,
hello.
also Pigman is here too.
I
Yes.
believe in your Discord, yes, in the Discord message, I sent you guys the Shadowdark Player Quick Start. If you open up that PDF, that will give you all of like the special side abilities that you might have for your specific race, like such as the halfling being able to go invisible for a certain amount of rounds. I believe the half orc, let's see what the half orc can do.
Half Oric's ability would. Let me check.
Your half-orc ability is you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with melee weapons, and that's probably automatically put in there. But I just want to make sure you guys aren't missing out on anything that you might be able to do.
I got Shogob and From.
Hmm.
Is it From or From? I'm gonna do
From.
From. From.
So actually, I'm gonna pull you guys into my other Discord so I can put music on in the background as well. So let's go into here. I'm going to invite Pigman to the Discord.
Okay.
Invite people. Here we go. Invite Pigman to the Discord. That way we can go into the.
Did I?
Alright. I'm in the dungeon now.
Heck yeah.
Dungeon, Discord.
Exploration. Mysterious. There we go. Now we got some background music.
There we are.
Yeah, we got some music now. Music time.
Hmm.
From. Old
You
man.
okay?
No, I'm acting as From, this like dying of age. Dying of old age. Um, he's a noble, and Shogob
What is?
is a barbarian.
I am a villager or a commoner.
Memnon. Who is Memnon? Oh, he's chaotic. Shogob is chaotic. Is From?
Uh, uh,
From is neutral.
what is about Spike, the girl? Oh, she's chaotic, and she's a sailor. Damn.
Damn, she knows her way around boots then. Boats.
So, all right, let's get started. Let's put you guys on the map.
Map time.
Bam, 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 bam. So, the four of you have just been kidnapped from your beds in the middle of the night by a strange group of cultists. They tie you up, strip you of all your belongings, and march you through the woods to a nondescript location.
Am I supposed to see all brown?
Right now? Yeah.
Yeah, all brown. Oh, wait.
Oh, I see all black.
Oh,
Scroll
wait.
down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh
Scroll.
my god.
Scroll up.
Hold on.
Yeah, up.
I found it. Oh my god, why is it the dragon so
Hold
fucking
on,
weird?
because hold on. If I shift and click, it brings you right to where you're supposed to be, so no worries.
Alright. Oh
You're
shit.
supposed to be there. You guys can't see anything right now.
Okay.
It's a dark hole you were just thrown into. The cultists toss down a torch to you, and you can see the faces of your frightened villagers around you as the cultists, before closing a big stone slab over the top of the well, yell, "Survive or feed Raka Oku."
Why is my mouse
Wait,
so
what?
fucking sensitive?
Wait, why can you see stuff? I have nothing. No, I can't see nothing.
You really can't see anything?
No, it's all dark for me.
Okay, let me make sure you guys have vision on your tokens. Vision, save.
Why is it so...
Vision, save. Vision, save. Can you all see now?
I can see it. I can see it clearly.
I cannot. It's all dark for me still. Wait. Yeah, no, it's still a black board for me.
Okay. Oh, because you changed the name. I'm like trying to find them on the list. Hold on. Mark, and this one is Spike. There. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see everything now.
Okay. You were tossed down into the bottom of a large well. The faces of your frightened villagers surround you. To the south of the large well is a opening, a large stone opening, um, and above the doorway reads the following: "Welcome to dissolution. Escape or feed Raka Oku." The walls around you are covered with like a disgusting viscous slime. A single torch lays at your feet, and we are going to roll initiative to see which one of you ends up going first. So Shadowdark works like the whole game is going to be in initiative order at all times. So go ahead and click on your character. Shift, double click on your character, go to your character sheet.
Character sheet.
Character sheet. And then what I do, shift, double click.
Actually, right, let's add turns. Let's have you all roll dexterity.
Okay.
Roll dexterity for each of your characters.
I don't know how Mark is a farmer.
Oh, whoops, I wrote
Mark has got a
dexterity
10.
try.
Bree has got a 16. Fromm has got a 16. And Shabab has got a 10.
10.
Mark has got a... Spike has got a 13.
I love how Mark is the name of the girl goblin. Half orc.
All
No,
right.
Mark is the guy. Spike would be, it tells you the name from up there.
Oh, okay.
Fromm,
I changed my name to Mark.
Yes.
you are the first to act. Before you act, can you please roll for me a wisdom check?
Okay. We'll see if Fromm is that smart.
Okay. A 16.
Mm-hmm.
There, the walls have been covered in this like viscous green ooze. This exit to the south is all you can see. Go ahead and take your turn.
Alright, I guess I'll move. How much can I move?
You can move up to 30 feet.
Okay. I'll move 30 feet then. Well, I'll move over here.
So
Stay in the
yeah,
Oh
torch.
shit.
you're gonna want to stay in the torchlight for sure.
Okay. I can't see the
Monsters
map
have
again
dark vision.
because my... I don't know why, but my mouse is so sensitive.
I don't know why your mouse is so sensitive.
Mine's like that too.
Who's carrying the torch?
That would be your character. I can't see his name.
From?
Up next
Yeah,
would
from.
be Spike.
Can I have the torch beyond From?
I'm going to have Spike grab it out of his hand and say something. Oi! I'm the one who knows better than you. I've been on the seas and I've seen battle. So let me take the torch.
From's
Terrible
gonna be
Mickey
like,
Mouse expression.
we're not on the ocean. We're on stone. I've been a noble for so long.
Your old ass doesn't know anything. You're only rich. I actually have to fight.
What do you think I had to do to get here? I'm 70 years old and still kicking.
Spike is just going to scoff and walk away.
So is the
She
torch gonna
she
be
lost
moved?
interest.
Oh, let me make sure you guys are able to carry the torch.
Yeah, I said about that earlier. I don't think you heard me.
I apologize. Edit can be controlled by all players. There. Now you guys should be able to move the torch around with you. Whoever's carrying the torch, place it on your token.
It was Spike. Spike grabbed the torch out of From's hand. Now
All
everything's
right.
yellow.
Shabab.
Oh, Shabob's our turn.
Shabab's turn.
Shabab. He's just gonna run full force past From. He's just looking to like fight something.
So Shabab, as you run out into the hallway, the first thing that catches your eye directly to your right is like is a doorway that is just slightly ajar.
Ooh.
Mark, can you roll me a wisdom check?
Mark will try to do a wisdom check. Like I said, I don't know how he became a farmer. Wisdom. Oh, actually, that's one of the few things he's actually good at.
Okay.
Wisdom.
A wisdom of a 6. Out of like just as Spike was moving forward with the torch, you did see like the light glistening off of the stone walls here, and you noticed something strange like over stuck to this portion of the wall.
Mark says nothing. He just goes up and pretends to be scared, like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna hug this wall."
When you approach the wall, you notice that there is a like torn up piece of paper kind of like folded up and stuffed in between the rocks here.
He will try to swipe it and shove it between his waistband.
Okay. Then we move on
He.
to From. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't do anything else. He just sits there.
You got it. From.
Right. From's like. Um. He's gonna go up to this door. He's actually gonna take the torch from Spike and be like, "Oh, young lady, I may need the torch to go explore the room. I'd rather take the lead because I'm supposed to be top dog here. Like how all males are
Uh,
supposed to be. Can I have your
she
torch?"
bonks him in the head with the torch and hands it to him.
Alright, cool. I got the torch now. Then he's gonna use the rest of his to open the door. The
Okay.
torch.
Uh, you open the door, and inside is a room filled just with piles of garbage, just like thrown all over the walls. The corners of the room are probably like otherwise like plain. It looks like things have been stashed in here. Um, there seems to be some stuff mixed in with the trash that might be useful. You also do notice several sticky humanoid-sized footprints in the floor.
Ew. Can I
It looks like some of the stuff in here might be useful.
can I investigate, I guess? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely. So you'd have to enter into the room to do that.
Okay.
Can't you can't investigate from outside the room.
All right. Well, I can't. I think I used some of my feet to go get the torch from Spike and then to go up here again.
Then do you want to wait next turn?
Yes.
Okay. Spike.
Oi, old guy, who's kind of sexist. What's in that room?
I see a lot of garbage on the floor. Maybe we could scavenge some items together so we can not die in here. I mean, I'm already on my way
I'm
out, but I don't want to die too soon.
I'm gonna go in there and grab something just in case.
Okay, go ahead.
She walks in and investigates any supplies that we can use for the future.
Okay. Inside the room, picking through it, you find yourself a pot lid, a barrel top or something. Might be able to use it like a shield.
Hey, old guy, how strong are ya?
Uh, uh, I think I think I'm alright, Strawn.
She doesn't believe him, and she's just gonna hand it to the other orc she sees next turn. Or actually, she'll yell over to the other orc and go, "Hey, I have something for you."
You got it. Mark.
Mark will walk over and like hug this wall because he doesn't want to be in the dark, and he sneakily tries to read whatever it was he got.
So, the note that you took reads the following. It's just like a partial note, but what you can make out is told us that not all the slime is bad, and some can be eaten for, and it ends.
Uh, he won't say anything. He's just gonna look at the note suspiciously and go, "You can eat slime."
Does Sobgob overhear that? Shogob.
Does anyone hear him like mumbling under his breath that he's
Were you
confused
trying to keep
that
it?
you can eat?
Were you trying to keep it a secret?
He's trying to keep it a secret, but he's like
Then it's a secret. If you're
all
keeping
right,
it under your breath, it's under your breath.
all right, he keeps it under his breath.
You got it. Shabab.
Sh- Shagob.
Shagab. I apologize.
Shagob.
Shagab.
Shagob is gonna go into this room and see if there's any weapons he can pick up.
Remember, Spike already was handing him a shield, so you can grab that from him or from her.
Alright. Thanks, lady!
So,
No problem. We stick together because we're the strongest.
Of course.
oh, you take the shield, you take the pot lid.
Mhm.
You also find 5 silver pieces.
So do I have to add the shield, or are you gonna add the shield?
You can do it. Just type it in your inventory. Type the shield in your inventory and go ahead and type in 5 silver pieces.
How do I
It would be in
do
character
that?
sheet, and then go down to gear.
Oh shoot, I forgot to get rid of all the gear I have on this guy. Whoops. So I have 5 silver pieces, and then I have a pot shield.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Every 2 turns, so you guys are what are called crawling rounds. A round is each of you gets 1 turn around, and then it comes back up to the dungeon. This dungeon is considered risky. Every two
Risque.
turns, every 2 turns, you guys will be rolling for a random encounter, and you will get a random encounter on a 1 or a 2 on a d6. So I'm going to roll for a random encounter. And that's a 5. No random encounter this time. 3.
Alright, from.
From.
Oh shit. He's gonna start walking ahead. If I can just click on the torch. Have you guys found anything in that room?
Spike looks over at the other orc. She doesn't care to remember the name too, and gives him the symbol, like nodding the head to see what he says.
Nodding a head no or yes?
Oh no, like pointing, like nodding her head, like nodding, pointing towards the old guy.
Oh.
Like rolling her eyes.
Oh. Alright then, Sonny, I'm just gonna keep moving along here. Make sure to stay within distance of the torch.
So from you continue forward in the dungeon, you see 3 paths before you. Ahead, further down the hallway, you kind of can see some light, some torchlight from far, far down the hallway. To your left, the walls kind of give way to like a natural cave. You can hear running water to your right down this way, and down this way, a foul stench. So light straight ahead, the sound of running water to your right, and a foul stench down the cave to your left.
Hey,
Spike.
kiddies, we got some paths that we gotta take down. I suggest we stay together, you know?
Spike goes over and she stands at the cross section and yells down the hallway where there's light. Oi! I want a good bleeding. Oh, I
All
don't know
right.
why I'm Irish.
With that, we are going to roll for a random encounter, as you are now making loud noises in this dungeon. So let's roll. Let's see. It's a 5. Nothing shows up. Mark.
Spike is gonna cause a lot of issues.
Mark.
Mark,
With you. Yep.
he sees the light, so he's a coward, so he's gonna run to the area.
You have 30 feet. You can move
Okay,
30 feet. How far did you go?
sorry, he was
Unless,
right
can you
here.
dash?
Yes, you can double move if you'd like, actually. Absolutely, you can double move. I forgot about that. Yes. If you want to move up to like 60 feet-ish, you can definitely double move straight out into the darkness.
He will be at the edge at the 50 mark.
You got it. I forgot to mention, yes, Brianna, you are correct. It is move and take an action or double move, whatever you choose to do. And moving is about 30 feet. things aren't exact in Shadowdark, but keep it to 30 just to make things simple.
Yeah.
Shogab.
Shogob is gonna walk out of the room and he's going to start um how much feet did I move? Oh,
Just like
whoops.
Yeah, there's that ruler on the side that lets you.
you could always control Z to move something back.
I did, but then I moved from all the way back.
You move from back by accident. Oops.
I don't know why. Oh well. Shogob went up to Spike and be like, which way? Water, stench, light. Which way?
Uh,
Looks like Mark's headed towards the light, that stupid coward. And Mark would go, hey, don't call me a coward. I just want to live.
Show's gonna be like, water means life.
Spike would
Mark.
go, agree. I haven't been in a body of water without life.
okay.
So it looks like Mark wants to separate to the light while the Spike wants to go to the water.
And right now, it's From's turn.
Alright. From is like, I guess we could go down near the water. There might be some things that we could pick up, such as food.
You can hear Mark scream.
The light is getting dimmer. Damn. Guess I'll stay here, stay close to the party.
You got it. Why is it moving you around weird? Anyways. From moving into that hallway, the sound of trickling water does, get louder. You're headed in the right direction if you're heading towards the water. Your torchlight at the end of the hallway lights up something strange. It looks like a statue, but like of a skeleton. You really can't make out many details from there, but it's like from the chest up of a skeleton.
Spike would be yelling, hey, old man, what do you see?
I see a skeleton over there and I hear more trickling water. I think we should investigate this area and try to get some water.
Spike would most likely not agree. He was like, skeletons? The last time I seen skeletons in water, my crew died. Maybe not. Maybe let one of us big guys, or me, one of us big people, go check it out for you.
Alright.
All right. Up next, Spike. Just let me know when your turn's over, because remember the timer is going, so you have to let me know when your turn's up, so that way I can move it to the next person.
My turn is over now.
For Spike,
Yes.
Spike, entering into the room, you can now clearly see just the light is pouring on the single statue right in front of you. It is a statue of like a half-dissolved skeleton from the waist up, one arm raised, and on the like stone altar that it's sitting on, there is there is something. It reads something. It says, "The second offering is bone."
Oh.
Mark, your turn.
Mark, after he screamed, he made his way out of there
Mhm.
to the light, and he's just gonna huddle right there.
Damn.
Okay.
His it is Sobuk's turn then.
Shoga.
Shogoba.
You're adding extra syllables. Shogababa.
Hey, what do you find over here? Spike.
There's a skeleton. It's offering bones. It wants bones.
Are we supposed to collect the bones?
That's a good question. Maybe we can use Mark's bones if it wants collection, because that coward ran off without us.
Yeah. But maybe it needs decayed bones, not meat.
We are now going to
We
roll
can,
for a random encounter. That's a 3.
You should be rolling the random encounters on here so people can see.
Hmm?
You can roll the counters on here so we can see.
Oh, I know. It's a 3. Trust me. I don't want to use roll 20s rolls right now. They just I don't like them. I want to use a real die.
I have
From
a
your
real
turn.
die, but old man,
Yes!
it's your turn.
What is it? I can't hear you.
Old man, we might need you. If you have any bones on you, we could either have you go down there or go to the stinky area. Stinking, smelling area.
Oh,
Trying to give you your torch. Hold on.
are you guys gonna sample the bones?
Spike just looks at Sub Bob and she expects him to say something for her.
Cigar was just like, oh no.
So what's From doing?
From's gonna go up and further. Right here.
In the room, you can now see 3 statues, one lined up next to the other. The statues are made of some kind of chalky, pale green substance, and from left to right, you see a man half covered in slime that dissolves the flesh from his bones. His arms are raised in exultation, and there is a joyous expression on what remains of his face. The plaque reads, "The first offering is flesh." The second is the same skeleton you saw before, the upper half rising. Its arms is also raised with its jaw hanging open. The plinth reads, "The second offering is bone." On the third is a waist-high pile of ooze with 3 depressions suggesting a face with empty eyes and a gaping mouth. The plaque on the plinth reads, "The final offering is all."
Uh, is the goo still oozing, or is it just statues without actual goo?
Statues.
From's like,
Or
this seems to be how slime creatures are made.
There is the sound of running water coming from the northeast from you. From, are you doing anything? Or are you just moving up into the room?
He's going to investigate the statues.
You got it. You kind of look around the statues and you find a small piece of torn journal.
Does it
What
read
do you do with it?
anything?
Oh, yeah. It reads the following. Let me put it in the text so you can all read it yourselves. I should have done it with the first one too. Isn't come to that. The first 2 offerings are bad enough, but I don't think we can live with ourselves if we made the third offering. Besides, what living things could we find down there?
From's gonna give the note to Spike and let her read it.
Spike skims it over and hands it back to Sobok.
Shiruba looks at it and be like, I don't know what this means. All I do is
And
bash shit.
Spike, your turn.
Spike's Spike, she sticks her hands in the mouthpieces of the both the first and second statue, like searching in their mouth holes to see if there's anything hidden.
In you stick your hand in the mouth hole of the first statue. There's nothing like hidden inside it. In the second statue, though, you find a dagger.
She looks, but her eyes are bright, and she goes, "Hey, big guy, do you know how to use this little thing, or do you need help?" She's trying to flirt with Sir Bog.
Shogob is like, stabby stab. He makes the stabby stab.
So she stands there with her hands out and waits for him to come and grab it. So that's the end of her turn.
Okay. Mark. What are you doing?
Mark will be running down to the torch and look like she stops in the middle of the room and he looks around.
Okay. Mark. I have to go further into the PDF to find. You went your own way. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Mark. Before you is a giant copper door. You enter into a large room that is lit by two torches on either side of a large copper door. Um, Below your feet, some strange etchings have been scratched out with just like some letters here, O, D. It really means nothing, but you can see that someone was like trying to scratch something into the floor here, and someone else erased it, kind of like scratched over it. The large
He,
copper. Oh yeah, what were you gonna say?
oh, I was gonna say he pulls out the note and looks at the ground and then keeps looking around.
Okay. The note really doesn't match up to what is written on the floor, but looking around at the door, there is some writing on the door. Across the top is written, "Speak devotion to the Slime Lord and pass." The door is decorated with reliefs that depict horrific scenes of cultists devouring and being dissolved by ooze.
Mark is like looking at the note like, this is what they mean to eat slime? Like confused.
And from that, we're going to go to Shogob.
Okay, so Gob is going to go and take the dagger.
Okay, you got yourself a dagger, Shogob.
Shogob got dagger and shield.
Let's see if I can.
And then Shogob's gonna go check the last statue in its mouth or eye holes to see if there's any other items.
Okay. No other items hidden in the mouth holes here.
Alright, then I guess he's just gonna
Then from there,
be at this
we're going to move on.
entrance.
Yep, you're going to move over to the entrance. And then from there, we're going to go to From's turn.
From is going to lead the way. Excuse me, Yunnin. I'm just gonna make my way over here.
From you turn the corner to see like some steps that lower down into what appears to be like a cistern of sorts. Water swirls ahead of you, and you can hear, like, you can see it like swirling in like a spiral pattern. You can assume maybe there's some sort of drainage up ahead. Spike, your turn.
She says, "Pardon me," and walks up to the entrance.
Okay.
She just sits there staring at the water.
So, Spike, ahead of you, a clear, cool, knee-deep water circles around a rusty grate in the floor. Above you, roots dangle from cracks in the sagging stone ceiling.
There's only roots and water and a grate over here if you want to continue past this area.
Mark,
And that's all she says.
back to you.
Mark will be going up to the torches and seeing if he can pull one off the wall, even if it looks like they're attached.
And they are attached. It is going to take a little bit of a pull, but you do manage to pop one off. So let me give you your own torch.
I don't even know how he did it. He has a strength of 9.
So I will let you know in Shadowdark, all torch timers run on the same timer. So both of these torches are going to go out at the same time.
Oh, damn.
Just to let you know, that is how torch timers work in Shadowdark. They don't add, they don't have their own timers. They stack onto the same timer.
Mark will be examining the door after he got his torch. That's all he's doing.
Okay? And I will let you see that one more time. You see
Because he's
cultists.
trying to.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I was gonna say he's trying to piece it together while touching the door. That's what he's doing.
Touching the door, it's just a copper door with bas reliefs on them. Like the images are like popped out 3D towards you. The images are mysterious, but it does show cultists devouring and being devoured by ooze.
And
Shogun.
that's all.
Sogab is gonna go ahead of the party since he has the weapons. And going to enter the room more.
Okay.
He's gonna try to pull at the grate.
Okay. The water swirls around your feet, around your ankle, so you are gonna have to like duck your head down into the water to grab this grate and pull it. I'm gonna ask you for. Oh, okay. So you go ahead and pull at this. It kind of starts to give way, but it looks like you're gonna need either more time or some sort of tool to help you. It's either a matter of giving it time to pull this off, or finding some sort of tool to wedge it open.
Can I
To do
use
it
the
faster.
dagger?
The dagger.
Dagger to wedge it open.
You can stick the dagger in the side, and you can kind of wiggle it a bit, and it does move it a bit. Do you want to try and force it?
Um. No.
Okay. The dagger isn't going to be enough to lift this up.
Okay.
You're going to need something sturdier than that. The dagger might have snapped if you forced it. So from there, we're going to go to one more random encounter check. That's a 6. No encounter this time. From.
From's gonna go ahead and try to figure out what Sogab is doing. And he sees him trying to open the grate, and From offers a hand and helping him.
From being a dwarf, like this is knee-deep water for Shogab. This is waist-high water for you. For you to help Shogab lift up this grate, well, you have a torch in one hand, and you would have to completely submerge yourself to reach this grate.
I guess he could leave the torch with Spike then.
Okay. So go ahead and help Shogab lift that. Let's see. You're going to need a little bit more. A little bit more. So the way this works, let me just be clear with you guys. Removing the grate is going to require 6 PC rounds. Meaning, either one person for 6 rounds is going to have to work on this, 3 people for 2 rounds, or any combination of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right now, you guys have 3 out of 6 PC rounds for trying to pull it, using the knife, and From coming to help as well. So you're halfway done with lifting this up. And From, as you submerge your head in the water to grab onto this grate and pull up, you do notice a tarnished brass key just on the other side of the grate. You can't reach it with your hand. Once you get this grate out of the way, you'll be able to reach it. It's wedged into a rock on the side. So you can see a brass key down there. And Spike, your turn.
Sees the two guys struggling with that, so instead of helping them, she's gonna go to the edge of here just in case there's something approaching us.
The the water, like the pathway kind of tilts upward. The water is rushing down past your feet towards the drain behind you. You can hear like the source of the water up ahead, like almost like a waterfall sound up ahead. Ahead of you is just a room. Like you can't really see it from where you are because it's a little higher than you are, but just some water flowing down. And it's Mark's turn.
Mark, as mischievous as he is, he's going to head back because he doesn't think he can do anything with the door otherwise. That's all he does.
Okay, you can move up to like 60 feet because you're double moving.
Let me see. He was here. 60, so that would be right there.
And then we'll go to Shogob.
Shogab is going to keep pulling on the grate.
Shogob is going to keep pulling on the grate with From and Pop. The grate is going to pop up.
Alright, and then, From's gonna point to the bronze key to Shogab as they pop the lid off. And
You're
Shogab
going to
is
give the
going
bronze
to...
key to Shogob. Shogob has the bronze key. Looking down in the hole, the water is draining down into like this cavern, this drainage, but it's too small for like a dwarf for anyone to fit through. Maybe
What
someone
about
smaller.
halfling?
Maybe a halfling might be able to fit down.
A halfling is smaller
Spike,
than a dwarf?
It's too small for the dwarf. The dwarf, being short, he's still kind of wide and stocky. So he's not going to be able to squeeze his shoulders through this drainage.
From's gonna speak. Hey Mark, we need you over here.
does Mark even hear them?
Are you going to yell loud enough for your Mark to possibly hear?
Yes.
Okay. Mark, you do hear From yelling, and we're going to roll for a random encounter.
So did Shogab got the key or no?
Shogob has the key. Correct. Shogob does have the key. You can. That's a free item. You don't need to worry about putting that in your inventory. It's a tiny little thing. Key. I'm not gonna have you make that an inventory item.
Okay.
But the dagger is an inventory item, just to mention. That is, and so is the lid. Shogob has the key. From yelled out to Mark. Mark, you do hear them calling to you from down that hallway. And from there, it is From's turn.
Okay, From is going to go up ahead, kind of scout ahead a little bit.
Okay. The water.
You can't.
You can't. You hear what?
I was gonna say I don't think you can climb up there. It's too steep for me to do it.
No, it's not that it's too steep for you to climb up there. It's too steep for you to see up there. The water is rushing past, but it is stone flooring. You can get footholds and make your way up through that passage. But from where you were standing, you wouldn't be able to see what From can see from higher up on this ramp. What Fromm sees, the water in the chamber moves over large bones littering the stone floor, and a slow but steady current back towards the way you guys came from.
Like the current's going down towards the drain?
The water is so ahead of you from, you can kind of see, like, you don't see, but you can hear water falling in the room ahead of you. And the water around your feet is moving slowly through that room, down the passageway you and Spike are standing on, down the drain behind you where Shigab is.
Oh,
Where
okay.
Shogab is. So the water's just flowing in that direction, as you can see. And underneath the water, it's like clear water. You can see bones littering the stone floor ahead of you in that room. And from there, Spike.
She sees that the brave leader from is climbing up, so she follows upwards, but she makes sure to keep enough light for everyone to see.
Okay. You see the same. The water in the chamber in this square room moves over large bones littering the stone floor. Ahead of you, um, the water is coming out of like a pipe drainage in the wall.
That's all she does. She just looks in the room.
Okay, you look in the room. The bones appear to be humanoid, completely clean. Mark.
Mark heard the yelling, but he's more fascinated with the right side, so he makes his way over this way.
Okay. You make your way to. Yep. You make your way towards the right. Mark, the stench coming from that area is rancid. Your torchlight falls over like a small pool of still water just on the edge of your torchlight. Beyond that, the cave just opens up into darkness.
Mark just sits there in disbelief that the place is bigger than he imagined.
Right. Shogab.
So Gob's gonna catch up and start inspecting the room with all the skeletons, trying to see if he can find anything.
Shogab. The water around here is knee deep. You're like observing the water around you, right? It's like flowing down towards the room, but there's something strange. You can notice like there's like a small spot where the water seems to be moving against the flow of the water. There's like you can see movement in the water, but it's strange. It's like water is all flowing past you back towards the other room, but there's just like pockets of the water that seem to move in its own direction.
Can he investigate those pockets?
How do you want to do that?
Well, where are the pockets?
Just nearby, around. What do you want to do to investigate them?
Look into, under the water.
Stick your head in the water.
Mm.
You stick your head under the water, Shogab, and it's fuzzy, but it you can see it's almost like a bubble. You know how like siphonophores look in the water? Not siphonophores. You know how like those like large jelly things look in the water, you know?
Yeah.
Seems to be moving around here and there, avoiding you.
So Gob, gasps for air and says, "We are not alone. There's something in the water."
And from there, from
Brom's gonna be like waist deep. He's gonna go further at the edge, right here.
You go towards the edge from, you can see just high above you, just a drainage pipe, the water pouring out from the drainage pipe, heading back towards the direction you came from.
Is there still like a
The
path?
pipe, there is no path going in front of you. The pipe is too slick and too steep to climb.
Okay. I guess I'll end my turn.
Spike does not do anything, so she just stands there, so ends her turn as well.
Okay. Spike, the torch is dimming as you stand there, and it is Mark's turn.
Mark has the same issue with the torch, it seems. Mark is, well, it's dimming, he's kind of freaking out, so he's going to run back to where he found the first torch. Oh, not the first torch, but the room. So he's just gonna stand there and do nothing
You got it.
in fear.
All right. Shogob?
Shogob's gonna be like, we leave now. There doesn't seem to be a way up. So...
Shogob leaves. All right. We're going to roll for random encounter. That's a 4. From.
From... He doesn't see any way up, right?
You don't see any way up.
Alright, so he's gonna grab back and he's gonna ask if he could have the torch.
From, as you walk up to grab the torch from Spike, something grabs your leg and pulls you underneath the water.
Oh no.
It's. Can Spike try to grab him on her turn?
Give me a dexterity check, Spike. We'll make this DC 14.
Oh, you said dexterity. Let's see if. 14, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh! There she is.
A 17. You grab onto From's arm, and from the water behind you guys, rising out, a pseudopod kind of whipping out of the water. You free from the grasp of this slime, and let's roll it into initiative. So, add turn.
Dang, our fighter's not even in the room with us.
Does Shogob hear the flare one?
Yeah, I would assume so. If you guys are yelling and screaming and what was that and stuff, I'm sure you would hear it.
Oh, she.
Let's see. This thing has a 9. It is going to go at the end. So right now, From, you went to move, it went to grab you. You resisted its Spike grabbed onto you and pulled you back. As a reaction, Spike.
Is it possible for me to keep holding on to From and drag him down with me? Like, push him down like it's a slide.
Yeah.
Like in the reaction, like she grabbed him and she tossed him aside.
Yeah. As your action on this turn, you grab him, throw him down the slide.
So that was her thing of defense. So that's the end of her turn. She's just puffing up her chest, trying to make herself look big.
Mark, you slide all the way down to the end here. I'm sorry about this. From. Mark, it is your turn.
I'm assuming Mark can hear yelling and stuff.
Faintly, maybe, from a distance.
Mark, scared for his life, will most likely make his way up to this hallway right here, because he doesn't want to be alone.
Okay. Shogob.
Shogob's gonna hear the flare and see From, and he's like, Are you okay, From? And From's like, no, there's something in the water. And he's gonna rush up to the thing in the water and stab it with his dagger.
Okay. So this thing that is in the water is nearly invisible in the water. It kind of back into it, and you go to stab against it. Roll me an attack with disadvantage. So D20 plus strength or dexterity. I apologize. D20 plus dexterity or strength because you have a dagger, correct?
Yes. So I just have it on disadvantage.
Okay. So an 8 is not going to hit as you splash into the water and you feel nothing. You just swipe through the water.
He's gonna step back, realizing that that you can't see it.
Okay. The slime swims forward through the water, and it is going to attack back at you. Actually, it's going to attack Spike, holding onto the light. That is. Does an 18 hit, Spike?
It should.
Okay.
What's her AC? I don't even see her AC. I don't think she has one.
Should. Character sheet. AC is 9. It's right next to your
Oh yeah,
HP.
I see it. I see it.
And
Oh,
your
I have
HP is 1. Oh yeah. And that's gonna be 2 damage. Spike, you fall over unconscious. The torch hits the water, and it goes dark.
Oh no.
Spike is unconscious and unmoving. From there,
Oh, she's
the lights go out.
What would From do?
What would From do in this situation? You can't see much. It's dark. The lights went out.
He's gonna try to feel in the dark to exit.
Heading away out of here, correct?
Right.
Following along the wall, you can move your way towards the steps on the other end. Do you want to head up the steps?
I just want to head up the steps when he doesn't touch any water.
Okay. You take a few steps up. You can no longer feel any water around your ankles. Spike, I need you to roll me a D4 plus your con modifier to see how many rounds you have before you die.
Oh, negative. Okay, I'm gonna likely the worst I can do is a 2. How many D4s?
1d4. This is your death timer. Minimum 1 round. You will at least last 1 round. Minimum 1 round. So it doesn't go negative. So D4 plus con.
2D4.
Nope, just 1d4.
Oh, 1D4. That makes
1d4
sense.
plus con.
All right, here you go.
All right, 1d4 plus con, 2. 2 rounds, Spike. You have 2 rounds before you're completely dead, but you are unconscious. Mark, it is your turn.
Mark is hearing the commotion, so as scared as he is, he wants to be a scheming guy and steal whatever supplies from their corpses.
From you see a very, very dim light approaching from the hallway ahead. Shogab. Spike went down right next to you, fell into the water. You can kind of feel Spike next to you in the water, but that thing is still near you, attacking. What do you do?
I want to pick Spike up and start running.
You want to grab Spike and start moving. Okay, so you grab Spike and you feel for where that little slide is, and you guys slide your way down to the bottom. What do you do now?
I'm gonna... Can I dash with her?
It's going to be a little difficult carrying a whole body, but I'm going to say you make it towards the edge of the pool. You can feel yourself towards the edge of the pool on the other side. You're still in the water.
Okay.
All
I'm
right?
gonna give Spike to From, so From can pull her out
Taking
of the
Spike out
water.
of the water. You
Yeah.
got it. So I'm going to shift you two so that way Spike is out of the water and you are there instead.
And Shogun's
Now,
gonna turn around and just be on the defense.
Shobo's going to turn around, be on defense. You feel the water moving around your feet. You can't tell if this thing is approaching you or not. Let's see. And you do feel something rushing around your ankles as it. You feel something rise out of the water, and there is a slash. Let's see. Does an 8 hit?
Mm, where do I look?
On your
By your
stats,
AC.
on your stats, right above where your stats are, you should see HP and AC. Your AC is 6. And Mark, your
It's
torch goes
over
out.
intelligence.
So, how much damage do I take?
So you got hit. You are going to take 3 damage. You
Oof.
have 1 HP. Shogab, you are down. From.
Why does it say 1 out of 1 HP on my character sheet, though?
Because that's all you have.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are level 0. You have very little HP. Shogab, you are down. Spike, you are down. From. In the darkness, you have been handed Spike. You heard Shogab say, I got this, hold on. Then there was just a silence.
Did the torch go out?
Torch went out.
Yeah. We're in the darkness now.
Dang, poor Mark.
How was Mark feeling when he... Prom, what are you doing?
Oh, From's gonna keep trying to feel along the wall and push
Are you
Spike
bringing
out.
Spike with you?
Yes.
Okay. Bringing Spike with you, feeling along the walls, moving your way inward. You bump into someone. Mark, something bumps into you.
He swings.
You swing?
He swings
Yep.
because he's scared. Like, not like an actual swing, but he flails his arms.
Spike, from. You bump into something and it like lashes out at you. Ah! You hear Mark's voice.
Mark, it says me from.
Like, where's the others?
Shogob's still back in there.
Mark, leave them. The slimes eat the bodies. Let's get out of here.
We should bring Shogob with us. If we bring Shogob with us, we'll have more people to fight the slimes.
Does he
And
have weapons?
yes.
Take the weapons. Leave his body.
No. He's still alive. We could still save him. He's on the edge of the water. If you just pull him out, we'll be fine.
What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm a 2-foot person.
Spike, you have one more round before you're completely dead. Mark.
She can't do anything. Mark pushes Forum over and tries to dash from where he came from.
Where you came from, you're going heading backwards.
Yes, bitch.
Or you're
like
heading
he was
from
saying.
where From was coming from, towards the sound of the water, or back where Mark came from previously.
From where Mark was coming from previously. Like I said, he is a super scared. He might be mischievous, but he does not die.
Okay. You run forward in the darkness, heading back towards the intersection. You feel the hallway open up around you. Are you heading left or right?
He's going back to the right to see if he can grab another torch.
Heading back towards the light. Okay, you make it about that far. Shogab, roll me a d4 plus your con modifier.
How do I do that?
So just over on the dice menu on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
roll me 1d4, and then let's check your con modifier. Oh, excuse me, your con modifier is a 0.
Oh.
So you have 2 rounds before you are officially dead.
Oh.
But the slime is going to grab your body and drag it back into the water.
Oh no.
Since it is complete darkness, it is now deadly, and we roll for encounters every round. And that is a 1. So let's see. What is our random encounter? Our first random encounter for this. Let's just find where it is. 2. Mark, ahead of you in the light, stumbles forward. Well, from a distance, what you can see is like a humanoid, shiny green shape.
He does not recognize it as a monster. Because he didn't see those statues. All he knows is slime's eating people and people eat slime, so he won't recognize it.
Okay.
Can Mark be yelling over if he sees a human? He's like, help! I need help!
You yell for help, the thing starts to move towards you, seemingly to help. Okay. It gives no response, but moves towards you.
Mark will be naive and think he's found help.
From. It is your turn.
Is there anything I could do to help Spike?
Yes.
Spike is dead by now.
So, Spike has one more round before she's dead. On her next turn, she's dead. This very next turn, she's dead. So what you can do... Let me just get that out. You can stabilize. You can try and stabilize Spike, which would mean Spike is no longer dying, but is still... Ooh, let me see if I can just search it. Control F. Trying to find where it's written in the rules. But anyways, you can try and do a stabilize check, which will make sure that Spike is no longer dying, but Spike still has 0 HP and won't be able to do much of anything. So please give me... Just trying to find where the check is. Here we go. Stabilize. Here we go. I need a successful DC 15 intelligence check. The target will stop dying, but is still unconscious. And you're going to roll this, since it is dark, with disadvantage.
Okay.
A 10. Unfortunately, in the dark, you weren't able to close up Spike's wounds. And Spike, unfortunately, you have passed.
Oh no.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll up a new character.
Oh no, Spike passed away.
What? Oh, a Mistral? Oh, it's a human. Yeah. I got a human and he knows Goblin. He doesn't know Common? That's kind of funny.
So go ahead and take the page that had Spike.
And replace it with...
Yes, exactly. And you got a human male?
Yes, and it says here he speaks Goblin, not Common, so this is going to be interesting. Interesting.
He speaks common and goblin probably as an additional language. Does he
Oh,
speak just goblin? He
yes.
probably speaks common and goblin.
Goblin. I'm gonna give him common because I don't want to figure out how I'm gonna speak goblin. Because
There you
that's
go.
not, it doesn't sound fun. Having to come up with goblin only.
All right.
There we
Let's
go.
add your turn and go ahead and roll dexterity for your new character. Tell it.
Tell it. Dexterity, you said?
Mm-hmm. That is going to be a 2.
He got a critical 1.
It's
Or
still a
not
2.
1. Yeah.
Okay. Right now we are at Mark, so let's just make sure we got this in order. Head down to Mark. And Mark, as you yell for aid down the hallway at this thing, from behind in the darkness, you hear someone grab your shoulder. A Tell it, your other character grabs onto Mark's shoulder and says, "Shh, no, they're not to be trusted. Can't you see? He's one of the jellied ones." And that is all I'm going to do for Tell it. The rest is up to you.
Okay, as Mark, he will go invisible for 3 rounds. Because once you said jelly one, he'll go invisible and he'll run past the guy.
Okay. You turn invisible and you run past. As you run past, you see a skeleton covered completely in like a green jelly slime. And you sneak right past it. All right. Back here is over. Tell it. Your turn.
Talent will be. Apparently, he knows about the jelly ones, and he has an intelligence of. He's a really wise man. So I'm just going to have him sit here ready, just in case the jelly one comes at him.
Okay. It is still dark, so we are rolling every turn. That is a 3. From. You are alone. Spike, stop moving. Stop breathing. Behind you, Shogab, silence.
Oh no.
Nothing. Can you roll me up a new character
Sure.
and replace Shogab?
I feel bad for playing Mark as a mischievous, terrible person.
That's Mark. Mark wouldn't feel bad for that.
No, Mark just wants the money to get out of there, or the loot. He doesn't know what the orc had. He doesn't care who the orc is.
Okay.
And let me know what character you got from. Or Bree, sorry.
I got a kobold.
A kobold. Interesting.
Tiny humanoid dog lizards with a penchant for tinkering and
Female or male?
where does it say the gender?
Whatever you want it to be.
I'll do a female.
Female kobold.
Oh, I'm rolling a random gender generator. That's how I'm getting gender.
Oh, that's how you get gender?
Yeah.
So, hiding from, coming back from the well is, what is the name of your new character, by the way?
Uh, s- um, Scrabble.
Scrabble?
Yeah.
Oh, you have
Scrabble
Scrabble and talent.
Scrabble the kobold. Okay.
What does the kobold, like, what does that class do?
The kobold class. Let me just. Really quick, and I can tell you, we're all learning for the first time here. This is fun. Design, kobold. A kobold. You get +1 to spellcasting checks, or may begin each session with a luck token. So we'll give you a luck token. Luck tokens are the same way that they work in D&D 5e. You basically can use them to roll again.
Okay.
So, we are going to roll her into. Give me a dexterity throw for Scrabble.
Dexterity throw?
Dexterity throw. Yep, not saving throw, but a dexterity check for Scrabble. Just put her in turn order. And then what's your? Yep, 18. Nice.
Scrabble.
All right. So at the top of this turn, Scrabble is going to appear from behind one of these stone statues next to From.
Does Scrabble have night vision?
No.
No.
No characters have night vision.
Oh.
Only the monsters.
Scrabble, there was a bunch of commotion. You've been hiding behind one of the statues this whole time. As you saw the characters run past into the room full of water, you heard the shouts, the yells, them rushing back, and you kind of could make out, and your eyes have been adjusted a little bit to the darkness, you kind of could make out the shape of someone trying to help someone else. From was just trying to heal Spike, was not successful. What would Scrabble do?
Scrabble is a mercenary and chaotic. He's gonna go try to. She's gonna go try to see if she can pick up any. She's like searching on the floor for like coins, I guess. Seeing if she can find any loot.
You don't find any loot, but you do bump into From. What does From say?
Excuse me. Who are you?
And Scrabble just stays quiet.
Okay. The skeleton is going to move forward towards Tellet. Mark, you are invisible.
Mark does not care for Tellet yet, so he comes back to the porch and just sits there, staring, hoping that he can hear things. Tellet does get maimed.
All right.
Your mic's
Tell it.
getting choppy again. Oof.
Oh, sorry. Better?
Tellet, what do you do?
Tellet is a poet or a maestro. He's a musician. So he will be trying to lead the creature away by rehearsing some poetry.
Tellet, being thrown here just before the other people, you have seen these jellied skeletons before. You do remember also this room on your way in. You do know there might be something useful around there. You have seen the collector, after all. He does keep some things useful nearby.
Okay, never mind. My plans have changed. He's going into that room then.
You got it. Go ahead and search around in the room. You find. Let's see. 16. You find a chair leg. Might be good as a club.
Would that be?
It would be a club.
A club? Alright.
Club would be 1d4. Melee close range. So rushing into the room, you find yourself a broken chair leg. Old wooden chair leg. You grab it, brandish it. Moving from there, Scrabble. You've been down here a while. You haven't seen anyone in a bit. Maybe this dwarf may be useful to you.
Yeah, does Scrabble have any torches?
No.
Oh my god. Does From have any torches?
No. Thinking back, you may be able to find some back in that room.
I guess Scrabble's gonna try to look all over the room for a torch.
Roll me a pure luck check. D20, 18, 19, or 20 will find you a torch.
6.
Sad.
A 6. From.
From's like, hello, is anybody there? He's also gonna try to look for a torch or something.
Okay. I'm going to give you the same. 18, 19, or 20. Go ahead.
Damn.
All right. The skeleton continues to move forward and blocks the entrance in front of Tellet.
Oof.
Mark.
Needs to get his turn. He's just sitting there waiting so he can take the opportunity to take any loot from the corpses. Actually, he doesn't know, so he will start trying to pull another torch off the wall.
You go to pull another torch off the wall?
Or actually, he has the other torch in his hand, so he will try to light his torch, actually, so he doesn't rip another torch up.
The one that you had burnt out completely. So you can rip the one off the wall if you'd like.
He's intelligent enough to know not to rip it off the wall because there's only one left, so I will not do that.
You got it. Tell it.
Tell it will be swinging at the skeleton, like
Okay.
aiming for the head.
You roll an attack with disadvantage.
Damn. Disadvantage.
Dark.
Oh, sorry. How much would a club do? 1d4?
1d4. So roll me a d20 to see if you hit.
A d20 if I hit.
Yep, d20 plus strength.
Oh, with strength.
With strength. D20 with strength.
And you said disadvantage as well, right?
It's a what?
Oh, you said disadvantage or with advantage?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
All actions, pretty much all actions in the dark are with disadvantage. It's a 9 to hit.
Oh, damn.
Alright, 9 to hit on the Jelly Skelly. Let's see. Trying to find the... There we go. AC is 11. That is not going to hit. So you swing at the jellied Skelly. Your club whacks right into the side of its like rib cage, and you feel like the goo kind of like take the blow, absorb the blow.
Damn.
Okay. Random encounter. That's a 2. Let's see what else shows up. That's a 4. Mark, you notice near you, like just a drip from the ceiling, there is like a white puddle of slime that kind of drips to the floor nearby, right here. Scrabble.
Scrabble's gonna try to find her way out.
Finding your way along the walls, you're heading back this way. You make it towards a large crossroads, like the main intersection in the main hallway. You can hear to your left the struggles of someone fighting against something in the dark. And to your right, you can see the lights at the end of the hallway. You can see a halfling standing there at the end of the hallway.
I don't see any lights.
Well, do you want to head towards the sounds of the attacking or towards the light?
Towards the light.
Okay. Then you double move towards the lights.
Oh, Scrabble doesn't have. You didn't give Scrabble to Barish at the
Nice.
light.
There you go. That's my bad. Vision and tell it. There you go. Tell it also has vision.
And
Now moving.
From's gonna
Yep.
do the same thing.
From's gonna do the same thing. Head out to the hallway, see the light, and head towards the light.
Yep.
All right. From and Scrabble, you guys are next to each other, and the skeleton is going to attack Tell it. Let's just find where the skellies are. That is going to be a 6 to hit. Does a 6 hit?
No, he has an 11.
He has an 11. So the skeleton lunges forward and just like swings his arm with some clawed fingers on it. It whiffs past you. Misses. Mark.
Mark sees his dwarf companion and he runs to this wall, trying to hide.
Okay.
Because he did attempt to kill him.
Tell it. What do you do?
Tell it will keep swinging.
Keep swinging.
Yes.
Okay. Give me D20 plus strength.
Hopefully he can get something good.
That's a 4. That's not gonna hit.
Keep fighting.
Okay. Dungeon turn. We're back in the light. So we will roll next turn. Scrabble.
Scrabble's gonna try to try to see and read the sign, I guess.
Moving forward into the room ahead of you, you see the giant copper gate with one torch to the left side of the gate. The gate above reads, "Speak devotion to the Slime Lord and pass." The gate has images of cultists eating and devouring slime and also being devoured by slime.
Scrabble's is gonna say that she is devoted to the Slime Lord. Hopefully the door's opening.
Nothing happens. You say, "I am devoted to the Slime Lord." Nothing happens. From.
Fron catches up and asks Scrabble, "Did you get the door open?" And Scrabble just looks at him and be like, "You got any money to see if I know if the door is open or not?"
The skeleton will move. Let's see. Oh, wrong there. The skeleton is going to march forward and is just going to grab Tell It by the throat. Let's make a contested strength check. You need to beat. Let's see. You need to beat a 4.
Disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
All right.
5. It lunges forward to grab you by the neck. You shove it aside.
Mark whispers over to Forum. Oh, Forum? What's his name?
From.
Yeah, From. He whispers, tries to shout whisper, From! Watch out! To your left! And that's his end. That's his turn.
Okay. Tell it.
Tell it will be swinging one more time to see if he can even hit this thing because he's getting frustrated at this point.
Give one more swing. I have to tell you, you have to hit an AC of 11.
We're both having to try to hit an 11.
All right. Seven's not going to do it. And with that, we're going to roll one more random encounter. That's a 6. Scrabble, your turn.
Scrabble's gonna try to push open the doors.
You lean up against the door and shove into it. It does not give. As you touch the door, though, there is like a mystical shine to it. You can tell there's some sort of incantation keeping this shut.
Alright.
From.
Is looking over at the white slime. He's gonna go up to the slime and pick it up and then come back and spread it on the door. Open
So, as you walk over and like go to touch the slime, as it touches your hand, your whole body begins to glow. You now emit light as if you are a torch.
Nice. I'm now a torch. And he's gonna go up and see if he can open the door to help Scrabble.
So one action per turn, you go and touch the slime. You go back to head towards the door to help on the next turn if you'd like to. You can try and shove the door.
Okay.
So that skeleton is going to make one more attack towards Tell It. These things are out for blood. That's a nat 1. That misses. As it stumbles in past you into the room, the door is clear and free. Mark.
Radio pal From is glowing like a nightlight, so he walks over to him.
You walk over to From? Was that all you were saying? You're just walking over to From?
Yeah, he walks over to From to stand there in the light.
Tell it. What do you do?
Tell It sees that the door's open. He knows better, and he runs out.
You run out into the hallway. Down the hallway, you can see some light and a glowing dwarf.
He will stop at the dark because that's his 30 feet right there.
You can dash.
Oh,
You
another
can double
30?
move. Yep, you can always move an action or move or double move. Those are your options on your turn.
He will be at the entrance then.
Okay. Heading into the light, the rest of you turn around to see a human walking forward through the darkness towards you guys.
Talent will be yelling at Mark. You bastard! You left me to die! I saved you! And Mark will go, I don't know this guy. He's just angry. He has a club. And he tries to hide behind From.
From's gonna push him out in the front.
Scrabble, your turn.
Scrabble doesn't trust Mark and is going to choke Mark.
Mark?
He doesn't trust him. He overheard, he saw the betrayal of like From and Mark because he was sitting in the corner in the other room. So he's gonna try to choke him.
Okay. Give me strength. Give me a strength check.
Oh, this poor Mark.
A
He's a dick.
3 does not hit Mark's
Damn.
AC. Mark, this
No.
kobold moves up towards you and attempts to strangle you by the throat. From your turn.
From's gonna help with the act. You left me out to die! Now you will die!
From with his glowing hands reaches out towards Mark. Give me a strength check.
Oh no.
That is a 16. Oh, you can
Oh,
take out the disadvantage now
sorry.
because it's no longer dark. But
Okay.
that is a 16. That absolutely probably hits Mark's AC. Um, give me. So it's one. It's a hit of one for a melee attack. So you do one hit point of damage to Mark. Mark, how are you?
He's down.
Mark passes out in From's hands as you begin to choke the life from him. Mark, roll me a d4 plus con.
Uh, what is his con? Oh, -1. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Okay, 4.
Okay, you have
2.
two. All right, 2 rounds. So you got this round, then the next round. All right, tell it. You walk in. The glowing dwarf and the kobold are attacking a halfling.
He tries to separate them, saying, "Guys, knock it off. I've been here long enough to know that if we kill one another, we don't go anywhere. We can tie him up if we try. Find others."
Actually, in fact, tell it. What you do know is those slimes, those skeletons, they used to be just like you, stuck down here. You've seen one of your friends killed off and become one of those jellied skeletons.
Tell it will try to go. If you kill one of them, if you kill this halfling now, he might turn into a slime.
All right, dungeon turn. Scrabble.
Scrabble's gonna try to bust the door open again.
You shove your shoulder into the door. It does not budge. There is that same like a force field kind of like boom, 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 where you hit it with your shoulder. From
From's gonna exert force on the door as well.
as
You're,
you
you're
push into
still
the door.
holding the halfling. Are you like pushing the halfling into the door? You're still holding him.
Oh my god.
From you are also shoving into the door. All this noise of shoving into the door. I'm gonna roll for random encounter. That's a 3. Nothing shows up this time. Mark, your timer goes down by 1. Tell it.
Tell it will try to take Mark out of Frum's hands and try to stabilize him.
All right, DC 15 intelligence check for a stabilize.
I don't have disadvantage.
No, no disadvantage.
Oh, Mark's the only intelligent. Okay,
That's a 9. Unfortunately, you're not able to stabilize Mark. We're gonna go dungeon turn, roll for random encounter. That's a 5. Nothing shows up this turn. Let me turn down the music as things kind of started to calm down. Scrabble, your turn. This door is not giving way to any of your
Scrabble's
shoving.
gonna see this corner and see if he can like try to find a key or something in this corner.
Searching around that corner, you don't find a key, but you do find something interesting right around here. Let me move this. Right around here.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me tell you what you find. I can find where it says. on the wall near that location, you can find like a stone that sticks out from the rest of them, and like shoving into it, it feels like a switch, like a button. You like push into it and you hear like a click, but nothing happens.
Can I pull it out?
It doesn't pull out. It's like a button in the wall.
Hmm.
You heard some like whirring, like something moving, but nothing ended up happening from you just pressing that button. From.
Scrabble's gonna talk to.
It's From's turn.
I know Scrabble's gonna talk to From like, hey, I found a button in this room. There might be more buttons in this room to activate the door.
Oh, there you go.
So From's gonna check around in this corner over here to see if there's any more buttons or stones jutting out.
Okay. No buttons or stones jutting out from the wall over there. Mark, your turn.
Oh, is he dead?
Mark is. Yeah. Yeah. Foam begins to come out of his mouth as he just stops breathing in Tellet's arms.
Tell it, uh, with a heavy heart, even though the Mark was a bastard to him, he bashes his head in with the club.
Nice.
Good measure. All right. Would you like to roll me a new character?
Sure. Oh, that was brutal. Just, oh, I don't want to see you turn into one of those creatures. Zombie rules. Oh, it's an elf.
Nice. Male
Oh,
or
he has
female?
something. Let me roll that. It's a female.
Nice.
And she has something called spellcasting, +1 spellcasting.
There you go. So let's get rid of Mark here. Let's give you a female elf.
Oh, she's considered lawful. So is Talit.
Oh, well, that is quite interesting because this new elf has just walked in to witness Mark bashing in the brain, or tell it Mark bashing in the brains of Mark. And I will
She's
roll
gonna.
you into initiative. Yep, she's gonna what?
She's gonna go. My holy hails! I mean, not, not holy hell. Holy bacon! What in the seven hells did I just witness?
So go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll put you into initiative.
Initiative for Raven.
Raven.
She got a 13.
13. You got it. So up next, Scrabble.
Um. Scrabble's gonna go over here and be like saying to tell it, we need to figure out how to get this door open. It won't open.
Tell it will say search the halfling's body. He might have something of use if he was so much of a scheming. I-
Alright, can I short his body?
You can. Did he have anything on him?
he had that note. That's about it.
He had a note. Yes, he had a note on him. You find a note in the thing's pocket. The note reads, told us that not all the slime is bad, and some can be eaten for ... It trails off.
Tell it will think that maybe he was secretly a cultist. Mark.
What do you do, Scrabble?
I guess I'm gonna start heading out because there's nothing Scrabble can do here.
From?
From's frustrated and he's gonna go back. He knows like his friend's supplies were on him and maybe the key can help open the door. So that's 15.
Before Fromm backs out, Ellen goes, "Hey, the collector's been collecting that one
What was
room.
that?
Maybe tell it will before Fromm takes off. He goes, the collector's been collecting things in that one room. Let's come gear up before we go get your mates. He doesn't know. Before we
Your
take off
your
somewhere else.
your mic is getting real bad.
Yeah, your mic.
Oh, sorry. What is this better?
Yes.
Okay. Tell it goes before we go anywhere else. The collector's been collecting things in his room. Maybe with gear up before we go any further into this place.
From was like, the collector? Who's he?
Tell it.
Do you
As far as you know, the collector is this like halfling that you've seen like picking up objects from dead bodies and bringing them to the room.
tell it will go if your friend if correct. I've seen him collecting from the corpses of this place. He brings it to his room, so any corpse and supplies will end up in that room regardless. So let's hope that your friends or whoever they have found
Oof, that mic.
That mic is pretty bad, dude. What is going on?
Yeah.
Raven, it is your turn. But we did hear you. Heading back towards the collector's room, probably grab some stuff before we head out. Raven, you look behind you. Darkness.
Oh, is this better?
Much better.
Oh, he was just saying, I've seen people die in this place many times. All the people who have died, the collector has collected their supplies and brought it to his room. The halfling is mysterious, but if anyone you came with has passed, his domain would be the place to get to collect their supplies back.
Oh, okay.
So Raven, it's your turn. Behind you, darkness stretches out through the hallway.
Raven pats Fromm on the shoulder and tells him, "Don't worry, I'm on your side. You have my aid."
From is glowing, now that I remember. From is glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raven doesn't want to say it outright, but she's only following Fromm because she doesn't see anything.
You got it.
That's the end of her turn.
Tell it. Your turn.
Tell it says he's headed to the collector's room, so he's walking ahead. So he's leading the way.
Alright.
Tell it is walking ahead, leading the way to the collector's room. We are going to roll for a random encounter. That is a 20. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice. That's how I got a 20. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. A 3. No random encounter. And with that, we are actually going to take a short break. If you would like to take a short 10 to 15 minute break.
Yeah, that would be nice.
There you go. All right, we'll take a short 10 to 15 minute break and then we'll come back from there. Moving on through the darkness, let me stop the timer. You have 45 minutes left on Fromm's light.
Okay.
Ooh.
How you guys feeling so far?
I'm feeling great so far. Ooh, I feel bad for my character because Spike didn't do anything to deserve a watery grave, and Mark he deserved everything who he got.
Poor Spike was just trying to be a hero. But you guys gotta remember, you are peasants. Like Shadowdark, especially at low levels, is scary because it's not high fantasy. You guys aren't anime characters who like can get smacked down 100 times and just be like, "The power of friendship picks me back up." You guys are just normal people. That's the scary part about Shadowdark is you just are people in a world full of monsters.
Well, this is what D&D does to show you behind the scenes of why you see so many corpses and stuff in dungeons.
Oh yeah. D&D 5th edition teaches people to be a little braver than they probably should be.
And then
Because I
Shadow
mean,
Dark.
because being adventure was easy. Wouldn't everyone just go out and get gold and kill monsters just for fun?
Every time you play any character in D&D, they're always a provice. You know, they're a master at a young age of something. And then you go into Shadow Dark and they're all peasants. They barely can do one little spell.
So as level 0 characters, you guys have the ability to like wield any weapon, cast any spell scroll, do any of that kind of stuff. But once you're like level 1, you guys are like you said, you are specified in one class.
Oh, I have Foresight. You get a bonus on +1 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons or a +1 bonus to spellcasting. Oh, she has spellcasting Foresight. I don't think she does anything with like I don't think we have any spells or anything to cast spells with.
There are some spell scrolls you guys could come across possibly. They're around.
Not Mark. Tablet is he's kind of useless until level 1 because he doesn't get anything as a human.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because that's when you get to roll on your features, but then you get 2 features, which nobody else does, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, no, I was trying to play Mark as that guy who's trying to make a quick buck off of stuff that's happening around him. He knew the he didn't know anything that was happening. All he knew was he was trying to get home back to his cows and sheeps. How long has Tablet been in the dungeon, anyways? That way I can play him accordingly.
Pellet, not much longer than the others.
So, like, just a
A
extra
day or
day
two.
then.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
day or two.
What about Raven? How long has she been there?
Uh, Raven stumbles out of the darkness. She probably was just tossed into the hole.
All right, so she has no idea what's going on. I'm surprised. I have 2 lawful characters. It's gonna make an interesting thing. That's why Tablet, even though Mark was neutral, he was turning chaotic. That's why he tried saving Mark, seeing the good in everyone.
I like how you found one button. You were like, we need to find the other button. Didn't find it. Moving on. You checked one place. You were like, didn't find it. Moving on.
I mean, if Mark didn't stumble into a button by pressing himself against anything, there must not be anything around here.
Mm-hmm.
What have you guys been up to? Because right now I've been obsessed with the new game my fiance got it. The game we bought for my fiance. It's the Dark series. Right now it's The Devil in Me.
Oh, you were playing The Devil in Me? Oh, he's playing the Dark Anthology. You know Man of
Yeah.
Medan, and those games? Pigment's talking to us about playing those games. Bree doesn't have her headphone on. Bree thinks taking a break means not talking to anybody or caring about anybody else. I know, I'm just being
Like
I'm
that.
being silly. I'm being silly. Bree took her headphones off, that's all.
No, it's fine. No, usually when it means take a break, it just means either isolate yourself, socialize, or just zone out until the thing starts.
Yeah, it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. I'm only joking, honey. I hope you don't take that seriously. Oh, you took it seriously. I see. Okay.
But no, I'm trying to figure out how not to kill Connie because I know if I leave Connie the dog alive, I'm like, okay, I have to figure it out. How do I get this dog onto the boat with me?
So which one are you playing right now?
The Devil in Me, the fourth one.
The Devil in Me. The Devil in Me starts off which way?
It's the fourth game in the series, so you start with figuring out this one Holmes character. He's a killer, so you play a couple at the start. Holmes kills you and your the two characters at the beginning. There's no way to save them.
Okay, I don't
And
think
then
we've
you're
played a Devil in Me yet.
and then you're
Nope, no more. No
And
more.
then-
Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. Bree's got her headphones on.
Oh,
And no more spoilers. But from what you said already so far, we haven't played that one yet.
all right. I was gonna just tell you what the
No, 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 no,
characters
no.
are, and I
Nope,
can't
nope,
tell you what's happening.
nope. Don't even spoil it to Sean.
She doesn't even want to know if his name is Todd.
Nope, I don't even want to know anything. Alright, let's just get back to it. I'm getting pretty hungry.
Okay. All right.
It should be Stubble's turn.
Scrabble, it's your turn.
Does Scrabble see any switches in this room? Other than that one?
Where is it you want to search in the room? It's a big room.
Over here.
No switch over there. In that corner of the room over there, no switch.
Can I just like run along the walls and see if I see anything ajarred?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'll run around the room, seeing if there's anything ajarred on this side.
Nope, nothing on that side. Takes you a while, but you do find the other switch. It's over here.
Alright, I'm gonna press it.
It was the last place you looked, but there it is. You press that switch, nothing happens. The other switch on the other side of the wall is pushed out. When you release the switch, they kind of just they pop back up.
Okay.
So from
Alright, From is gonna go and pop the other switch simultaneously with Scrabble's switch.
you and Scrabble pop the switch on the western side of the room. A door opens. The wall slides open, revealing a hallway behind it.
Alright.
Raven.
Hears and sees the commotion going on. Instead of following Tablet, instead of following Tillet, she goes back to the middle of the room.
You go back towards the center of the room. You see the two pressing buttons, and you see a new entrance opened up on the side wall to the west. Tell it. Your turn.
He sees everyone wandered back into the room, so he sighs and waddles back, or not waddles, moseys his way back into the room while crossing his arm with the club in his hand.
Scrabble. Your turn. Scrabble. Your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. I hate this. My mouse is too sensitive. She's just gonna start going into the other room.
Okay.
Or head in there?
The door shuts in front of you as you let go of the button.
Alright, she's gonna dash back, then to hold the button.
You hold the button. Door opens up. From.
He's just gonna tell, hey guys, can you go check out that area? We have to hold the buttons. And passes his turn.
Raven.
Ray walks over to this side and stares and says, "You know it's dark. I can't see."
Tell it.
Pellet walks over to the to From and says, "I'll trade spots with you. You take my club and I'll press the button."
Alright, sounds good. He's gonna agree with that and move over.
All right.
And
You
dashes
go to
into the
switch
room.
with Tell it. We're gonna roll for random encounter. Hold up. Slow down. Slow down. On your turn, you can From. Slow down. Jeez.
I thought it was gonna be my turn.
It's Scrabble's
Oh,
turn.
you have a chair leg club now
Oh.
for From.
And first is a random encounter check. It is a 5, so no random encounter. It is Scrabble's turn. Is Scrabble just gonna hold the button?
Yep.
Okay. Now it's From's turn.
Gonna dash
You
into
have
Now
the
you
the
can
chair
take your little
leg.
legs. You can take your little legs and run. Alright, From. You run on ahead into a new room. Ahead of you, in front of you, is a large fountain.
I have the club, right?
You have the club. The center of the room is dominated by a raised pool of viscous green fluid that stews and boils. The scent of the ooze burns your nostrils and makes your eyes water. On the south wall, just behind you, 3 crude bas reliefs cover the wall. They look just like the 3 statues you saw before. One with its arms raised up, one melting into ooze, and the last being a complete ooze being.
Wait, what? I see the same 3 statues?
You see in the wall a carving of the statues.
Oh, okay.
Raven, your turn.
He walks into the room with From, just is there with him.
You're with From. In front of you lies a large pool of corrosive slime. The smell of it just itching at your nose. Behind you, 3 carvings on the wall. One of a skeleton with arms raised up, covered in slime. The second one, skeleton, waist high, melting into the slime. And the third one is a complete slime, like almost like a giant slime head with a face. Do you do anything?
Pellet just skips his turn.
Tell it skips his turn. Alright. Scrabble.
Scrapple's gonna keep holding the button.
Okay. From.
Brom's gonna investigate up here. And start.
Moving up ahead, the room collapses in one corner and opens up into a natural cavern.
I guess he'll go there.
Uh, okay. You move into the room,
Mm-hmm.
and irregular drips fall from the ceiling from dagger-like stalactites and land with a soft hiss. Roll me a dex check. The DC is 12, so you avoid the drips of slime that fall from the ceiling.
Okay.
In one corner of the room, you can see a body laying on the floor. Raven, your turn.
Follows behind him. Oh, I don't have vision.
Give me sec.
Thank you.
Oh. Falling
Oh,
behind,
actually,
give me a DC check to avoid the acid dripping from the ceiling.
DC. Wait, DC or Dex?
A dex. DC 12 dex check. So a 7. You're going to take 1d4 damage from the acid dripping from the ceiling. And that is going to be 3 damage.
Oh, damn. She's probably down.
Raven, as you walk into the room, there is a drip of acid that splashes onto your face. You take 3 damage.
He's on the ground.
She's on the ground. Tell it.
He skips turn.
Random encounter check. That's a 1. Tell it and Scrabble. Tell it from what you can see, there is movement coming from the hallway up here. Something large and blocking the entire entrance is moving towards you. Scrabble, it's your turn.
Scrabble's gonna stay put.
Scrabble's gonna take quick. Okay.
And then From's gonna inspect the body and see if he can get any supplies.
DC 12 to avoid the acid.
Of dexterity.
Yep, dexterity. Critical fail. Okay. 1d4. 4 damage.
He's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
Way to save you guys.
Raven. Death timer.
Constitution, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna die anyways, because if Scrabble moves or the other person moves, the door's gonna shut. So we're just gonna
I
die.
believe one of you had a pot lid. So,
That-
2?
No, we didn't have a pot lid. That was with Scobob, my first
Oh, well,
character.
then
So,
that's gone. Oh, that's gone.
yep.
So it's not like everyone would automatically die. There are ways to get around it. 2. Okay. Tell it.
Elliot yells over to our good old friend, the Cobalt. Hey, there's a big guy coming through the hallway. I don't know if it's hostile towards us.
It most likely is.
A large, semi-translucent, gelatinous cube squeezes its way through the hallway towards you. Tell it. Scrabble, what do you do?
I'm gonna stealthily move back here.
From, give me the D4 plus con.
Oh,
Oh, the door shuts. This door shuts as
yep. So they're locked in there.
I'm going to assume no one's going to come to save them, so
Nope.
Raven and From are most likely dead.
Yeah, I'd say they're pronounced dead.
So you each can roll up one new character, and tell it
Tevin
is
has
your
an
turn.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to get the slime to come press this button, so he's like pushing against this wall, taunting the slime to come down the wall to see if he can make it press the button, so he can make Tobal go in there.
Okay. We're going to roll this thing into initiative, and you guys go ahead and make your characters. I'm going to roll this guy into initiative.
My character only speaks lizard.
You speak common plus that. You speak at least common plus that.
Or another human. Why does he speak Goblin too?
My guy Kermigan is a human.
You got a human. Nice.
Oh no, I got another chaotic guy. Another human.
And he's
Laker.
lawful.
Laker.
Yep.
Then yep. Oop. I'll find out a better system for swapping characters later. This does take a second.
Want me to turn Laker into a woman, or because right now Lakers looks just like
They'll have
Taylor.
tags. They have name tags.
They have name tags?
Yeah, they should have name tags. Laker has a name tag, and then for Margin, bam. We'll
Oh, we
also
can't see
have,
each other's name tags. We can only see our characters' name tags.
Yeah. That's been like an issue throughout the whole thing.
okay. Well, it has.
Yeah.
This is the first time you have characters that look the same. Um. All right. So let's put two more characters on Laker up here near Scrabble and Commergin. And go ahead and roll them into initiative.
How do we roll into initiative? That's dexterity.
Yep, dexterity. 14.
Sorry. Laker.
Laker rolls. I have the torch timer paused for this, to be fair.
How come I can't see Laker's name on the Indian initiative order?
Oh, I can't see yours either.
I don't know why. I can see them all.
Well,
I'm not sure why you can only see those. All right. Scrabble, you're up first.
oh, um,
Laker, a orange thing on his head, so you can tell the difference.
Okay.
Scrabble's just gonna stay put.
Scrabble's gonna stay put. Commergin.
He's also gonna pass his turn.
Okay. Laker.
Has no idea what's going on. He just got dropped, so he's going to go into the room and think the other two are sissies because he's chaotic. So he's gonna go, move aside, let a real man come through.
And as you push past them and look to your left, you see a giant gelatinous cube entering, squeezing through, and like it's forcing its way through the hallway. So as it's pushing its way out of the hallway, you can see it reforming into its full size, which towers over you. It is Raka Oku.
Oh, is it pressing both the buttons or just one?
It's not pressing any of the buttons. As it comes directly for you, tell it. It is going to touch +4. Okay, let's see. It's going to move towards you and attempt to suck you into its body. That is a 21.
I can't stop that.
You take 1d8 damage and are engulfed.
Skelet's
Damn.
not around anymore.
Tell it. The horror fills you as you understand what is about to happen as Buraka Oku pseudopods grasp around you and pull it into its body. Your skin and flesh burns and melts off, and all that remains a jellied skeleton pops out.
Oh no.
Roll a new character as Scrabble takes their turn.
Scrabble's
Attached
just
to that
gonna
one.
run all the way back. She's gonna dash
You dash back.
Oh, something-
Where are you headed?
all the way to the end.
All the way to the end. Okay. You make your way to the entrance of the large well ahead of you. Commergin.
Commergin is going to go behind this guy, I guess.
Gets behind Laker for defense. Laker, what do you do?
Laker sees him behind him, so he's just going to puff up his chest and go, "Let's get out to the north side or on our left." Trying to make himself look big while making scared noises.
What do you do?
He makes himself look bigger while sounding like he's about at the verge of crying. So he's telling everyone to go left or go through the tunnel.
Okay. But you hold your
So
ground?
like he tries to hold his ground, so he's like has his arms out, trying to protect the person behind him.
Arms out, trying to protect the person behind you. Raka Oku moves and attacks. The pseudopods reach out to grab onto Laker. 8 plus 4 is 12. Does a 12 hit?
My AC is a 12.
AC is a 12, so it does hit. You are grabbed. You take 2 damage and are engulfed within Raka Oku.
Oof.
Sounds like I have to build another character.
Is he dead?
Yes, he had only 1 health.
Okay.
He was actually really good. He was a Thieves Guild leader.
The jellied skeleton goes to move towards Commergin
Oh.
and attacks. That is a 9.
He has a 9.
He has a 9. Okay. Skeleton is going to hit for, I believe, 1d4. 1 damage.
He's gonna die anyways.
Is that 1 HP?
Yeah.
Commergin goes down. Raka Oku will move to engulf Commergin. Scrabble ran ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll 1 new character, Bree, and 2 new characters for you, Pigman. As Scrabble runs back to the well and runs into 3 more people who have been cowering here in the well have yet to leave.
I think that says Kirk. He is a whatever it's called, that lizard person. Kobold.
Kobold. Nice.
And then I don't know what this one says yet. I haven't loaded them in. Oh, Amber. She's a woman elf. So I have Amber and I think that says Kirk. Yeah, Kirk is a kobold and Amber's a whatever kobold. Kobold, and
Sure.
then Amber's a elf, a female
Amber's an
elf.
elf.
I have a dwarf. I have a dwarf barbarian.
For your second character, you got it.
Yeah. Throw.
Female elf, and Kirk was a kobold.
Throw.
Oh, he's wanted. So he had a wanted poster on his head.
He had a wanted poster. Oh.
Yeah, his background is wanted outlaw.
And then Throw is a dwarf.
Yes.
Cool.
How can he be an outlaw if he's considered neutral?
That's up to you.
Like, I
Oh,
guess he's
yeah.
neutral psychologically?
Neutral. Yeah, neutral is just doing what it takes to survive. Don't care who doesn't really like not trying to be evil, but like just doing what they need to do to survive.
Yeah.
Maybe the wanted on you is who knows? Maybe that's a false rumor. Maybe you didn't really do something so bad, but you are wanted anyways. That happens all the time. Maybe you were framed. Who knows? It's up to you. So, Throw, Kirk, and Amber, and a new torch tossed in the center of the room. Scrabble. It is your turn, and let's put everyone else into initiative. Let's add turns and go ahead and roll initiative for each of those characters. Laker got us. No, Laker's dead. Throw got an 11. Kirk got a 9. Amber got a 13. Scrabble. You return to the well. 3 new people and a torch in the center of the room. What do you do?
Scrabble's gonna run up to the torch and take it. And
Run up to the torch and take it.
and then run off with it.
And run off with it.
Yep.
You got it.
So then
Well, I can't control any of the characters.
So you got 30 feet because your action is to pick up the torch. So from where you were before, I'm not sure how much more feet you have, but you go to grab it and you go to run back. I think you make it like just past them, somewhere around there. Anyways, moving on next on the turn order. If I can find it. Let's give you vision and Amber nameplate. Amber, your turn.
Amber sees that the little kobold ran off with the torch, so she follows him.
You go to follow him. Okay. Throw.
oh
That's your
throw
new
sorry,
character.
that's me. He's gonna try to run after them too.
Okay.
He's just gonna join Cobalt.
Kirk.
Notices that it was a kobold that ran off, so he's going to try to go after Scrabble.
Yeah.
And he's going to be yelling random words like, "Brother, help!"
All right. No random encounter. Scrabble.
Scrabble is gonna go down this hall. They're gonna dash.
Okay.
So, like 40. Like around here.
Okay. Leaving everyone else in darkness.
Yes.
Amber, your turn.
Amber sees the room on her left, so she wanders into there.
Okay, you wander in there and you start picking around, reaching around. You grab something, a stick with a little ball on the end of it. Think you might have found yourself a torch.
She got a torch.
Yep. It's dark, so it's hard to tell. Feels like a torch.
That should be the end of her turn then.
Throw.
Joe's gonna try to see if there's anything that he can pick up from in that room.
You feel some coins. Your hands hit some coins. You found some gold. 2 gold pieces. Kirk.
Does not know what's going on, so he's going to try to follow where he saw the light go. So he's feeling his hands on the wall until he has an opening.
Okay. You find the opening on the right, heading toward the light down the hallway. You do see it.
Can he continue going straight? Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. You make it about that far.
And he's still yelling, brother. Well, not yelling, but he's trying to say, brother, we have to stick together.
D6. 3, no random encounter. Scrabble.
Scrabble's gonna go down from remembering that the big guy had a lot of stuff, had a lot of loot,
Okay.
and is gonna try to pick up that loot.
Scrabble, you make your way back to where that big guy was. There's no body in this room ahead of you, but the water does flow down an open drain.
Does Scrabble see the pot pan or the key anywhere? Just like, I mean, Scrabble was hiding behind one of the statues before, so they overheard about the betrayal of the items.
You don't see any items from where you are, but the water does circle down, down, down into the drain. Your only assumption is it might have gotten sucked down.
Scrabble is going to go check in the drain.
Scrabble, this drain looks maybe big enough for you to fit down, but you're gonna have to douse that torch if you get in here. So, Amber, your turn.
Still is rummaging through everything in the dark.
Oh, you want to roll again? Check again? Yeah, absolutely. Got it. You found yourself a grappling hook.
Whoa.
Just the grappling hook, no rope. Throw, your turn.
Throw's gonna try to look for some more stuff too.
Look for more stuff, you got it. You found yourself another, you found another grappling hook. Throw has a grappling hook as well. Kirk.
Is still following behind Scrabble.
You got it. Following the light behind Scrabble. You find your way to some sort of cistern. Like the water turns around this room and swirls down into an open grate in the ground, an open pipe in the ground. Scrabble seems to be examining it, standing nearby. We're going to roll for an encounter. 6. Nothing. Scrabble. What do you do?
Scrabble is going to ask the other one and say, hey, hold this torch for me. I'm gonna go try to see if I can get some stuff from the drain.
Scrabble, the flow of the water is pretty fast down this drain. You don't, from where you are, it goes like down and at an angle, out of sight. The water is rushing down through it. But a thought does pass your mind. The water does have to let out somewhere.
Right.
I will tell you, if you want to attempt to escape down this drain, Scrabble, it is a DC 18 con check, or you will drown and won't make it.
Mm,
But you do think this might be a way out.
or I'll do it.
It's risky.
I'll do it.
All right, DC 18 con check. Scrabble jumps down the hole.
I die.
Scrabble, you get sucked down through the drain, smashed left and right into the rock walls. You hit your head, everything goes black. Amber,
Last, she'll dig it through it one more time, and then
dig through it
that
one
will
more
be her
time.
final turn. Yep.
You got it. All right. We got ourselves you found yourself a pole, like a pole arm, like just like a staff.
It would be her turn then.
Okay, throw.
Thoreau's gonna keep looking for stuff until he finds a weapon.
Okay, keep looking for stuff. Roll a d20. 16. You found yourself a chair leg, a spent torch or something, like a piece of wood that's short. Probably use it like a club.
Okay.
You found a toilet's art like chair leg.
Kirk. Scrabble jumped down the drain. You have no idea whether she made it or not.
Be staring down the drain.
You're staring down the drain and something moves in the water near you.
That will be what Kirk just stands there. Because he
Kirk just stands there. Okay. A 6. Scrabble, you are dead.
Nice.
Would you like to roll up a new character? And then Amber, take your turn.
Amber will walk up to the door and just stay there.
You walk up to the door, just a faint light from down the hallway, illuminating a copper door in the distance. Throw. Oh, when you're ready. No rush.
He's gonna dig for more stuff, trying to find other things.
Dig for more stuff. You find a metal spoon.
Someone's eye with that.
I know.
Kirk, what do you do?
So there's something in the water, so he's going to make his way out of the water.
Okay. As you go to leave the water, the pseudopod of the slime from before is going to make one attack at you, trying to grab you as you leave the water. Let's see. Does a 3 hit? It misses. You look back and see this thing swipe at you, trying to grab onto you, but you notice it does not leave the water. It glorps back into the water unseen.
Is nervous now because he doesn't know why he's here, and he just saw something try to take him alive.
I am rolling for random encounters each round because there are PCs in the dark. 5. Amber. Oh, did you roll up your other character? 3?
I did.
Who is it? Yaksug. What is Yaksug?
Yuksug is a goblin.
A goblin.
Yeah,
At first.
the
I think
first
I just said the
goblin.
goblin. Goblin.
He's lawful too.
He's a good goblin. Not all goblins are bad. Yaksug gets thrown down the well. Let me see. Add turn. Give him a roll for dexterity. That is a 16. Nice. Go ahead and take 2 turns because I missed you last time. Yaksug, you are thrown down the well. Far down the hallway. You can see a faint light.
Don't have control over him.
Uh, Yaksug. There we go.
All right, he's gonna go up and start looting this room.
Right, start looting.
Start looting.
I don't know about the loot pile yet.
Okay. Start looting. D20. See what you find. 16. Oop. I think you found another grappling hook. You found another grappling hook.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta get rid of all of his stuff. Okay.
Okay. Moving on.
Am I not supposed to be here?
We're doing our own Shadowdark session, and we decided to use the dungeon as with the music.
Mhm.
So,
Oh.
Throw, it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay, I will let you guys be then.
all right, bye.
Enjoy. Later, guys.
Later. Oh, is it my turn?
Yep, throw's turn.
Loot and more. I'm just gonna loot a fuck ton. I'm just gonna loot.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Go ahead and loot. Let's see. That's a 20. What does a 20 find you? You find yourself a short bow.
Okay.
Kirk.
There's no arrows.
Does the short bow have any arrows, or do I have no arrows?
No arrows.
Okay.
Kirk, what are you up to?
He's doing his normal thing and walking back.
Walking back.
But he stops at this one slime creature statue.
It stares back at you, hauntingly. The final offering is all. The thought raises in your head what even that could mean. Alright,
He just ponders that, and that's the end of his turn.
you got it. No random encounter, Yaksug.
Loot.
Loot! Loot! That's a 12. You found. Ooh! Guess what you found?
What?
You found 1 arrow.
Nice. Nice.
Amber.
She sees something glowing, so she goes down the hallway.
You head down the hallway towards the lights.
Stops at the door.
You can double move. Oh, you stop at the doorway to see the light on your right? Yep.
Yes.
The sound of running water and a torchlight bounces off the walls in that direction. Straight down the hallway, you see the light in a large door. To your left, the open cavern in the side of the hallway and just a foul stench coming from that direction. Which way do you go? Because you have double movement if you don't take an action.
She's gonna go down and join Kirk.
You got it. Throw. Your turn. What would Throw like to do?
Loot.
Loot, 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 loot. Let's do it. Flint and steel. You
Flint
found
and
flint
steel.
and steel. You can cause a spark. You can maybe light a fire. Light a torch, possibly.
Alright. And he's gonna give Yexlug the short bow.
You got it. Yaxug has a short bow and an arrow. Kirk, your turn.
It's his hands in both the eye hole and mouth of this last statue.
In the eye hole in the mouth of that last statue. You find yourself a crowbar.
He has no idea what it is, but he knows it's something.
No random encounter. Yaxug.
He's gonna loot one more time.
Loot, 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 loot. You found yourself an empty bottle.
Alright, and I guess he'll just move. Alright.
Amber.
She sees that Kirk has a torch, so she lights her torch with him.
You light the torch. We'll reset the torch timer.
Or does it go off with the old timer?
Hmm?
Does it reset the timer or go off?
So you're gonna have to choose here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to choose here. They will either both stay on a 20-minute timer, because that's all you have left for fire, or you have to douse the old one, light a new one, and you get an hour.
What I'm assuming Amber and Kirk did, where they lit the new one and the old one they put down because it was starting to turn into ash.
You got it. We bring the timer back up to an hour.
I'm just gonna move that torch over to Amber then.
Okay. Amber, do you head anywhere?
She just lit her torch and is standing there.
You got it. Throw.
Throw's gonna loot one more time.
Loot, 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 loot. Looting's fun, isn't it? 19. You found yourself a crowbar.
Nice. And he's gonna head out and meet up with Yexlug.
Okay. You head out. You meet up with Yaxug. Kirk, your turn.
We'll loot more of the statues. He doesn't know that this one has already been looted.
Okay.
But he's
You
sticking his
take the-
hands in the rib cage.
You take your
Because he's
time
short.
to look around. There's nothing left here. Yaxug.
He's gonna start trying to loot the hallways.
Loot the hallway.
Yeah, if there's anything on the floor.
You find Yaxug. You're kind of like moving around the hallway, and your foot does kind of splash in some puddle. You're stepping in some slime. What would you like to do? It doesn't affect you or anything. It's just you're stepping in it with your boot.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna walk forward past there, towards the light of the next room.
Heading towards the light. Amber.
He walks down the hallway, and she stops in the middle. waiting on Mark. Not
Throw.
Mark, Cart.
Throw, what would you like to do?
He's gonna meet up with Slug. He's gonna dash.
Kirk?
Yeah, he's gonna dash 60
Hmm?
feet.
He's just following Amber.
You got it. Dungeon turn. Yaksug.
Slug's gonna also meet up with Throw.
Yaksug and Throw meet up together in front of the large door here. Speak devotion to the Slime Lord and pass. Amber.
He's still going down the hallway.
You got it.
He stops there waiting on Clerk.
Throw.
Throw is gonna read out the sign out loud, hoping the door will open.
Okay. Speak devotion to the Slime Lord and pass. Nothing happens. Kirk.
Goes past Amber and meets. Why can I not move him? He's stuck.
You stuck into the wall.
Meets up with Amber.
He's just gonna put him down here.
You got it. D6 roll. 4. Yaksug.
Slug's gonna go down the other hallway and start heading towards down here.
Okay. Yaksug. Down that cavern, you can smell just like a putrid stink. You ever smelled stagnant water?
Mhm.
Like that.
Oh.
Amber.
It's behind him.
Following behind Yaksug. Throw.
Throw is going to make a dash to where Slug is. Oh my god.
Catching up with
If I
everyone else.
can
Kirk.
if I can get this.
I'm moving for you. Right back here.
Yeah, he's gonna be over here.
Kirk.
He sees that everyone moved past him. He's just gonna convene with everyone right here.
You got it. Yaksug.
He's gonna go deeper and start looking around and investigating.
Yaksug, a dank natural cavern with a low ceiling. The stench of rot wafts off of a pool of water collecting in a shallow depression in the corner. That's what you can see from where you are. Amber
Just moves beside him.
moves up beside him. You see the same. With the light entering further into the room, you can see that the cavern moves on further to the north. Throw.
Throw is gonna walk in. And
Throw, you walk in, you're closer to the pool now. With the light behind you and the pool in front of you, you can see maybe there's something shining in there. You do see further on in the pool, laying on top of the pile, there is a lantern.
there's a lantern.
There's a lantern sitting on so in the middle of the pool, it looks like a bunch of garbage piled up, and at the very top of it, sitting on the top of it, is just a lantern.
Can he go and retrieve it?
Yeah. Um, Go ahead. You got yourself a lantern. You're
Yeah.
standing like ankle deep in disgusting, putrid water, but you got yourself a lantern.
Yay.
Kirk, the lantern has no oil in it though.
Oh.
He just runs into the room and just stands there in the middle.
Okay. Yaksug. When you're ready.
Yuksug is gonna go searching over here, searching the walls, seeing if he could find anything.
So around that area, you do find another scrap of paper. On it reads the following. We can't go back the way we came. Someone will have to eat the orange slut. And that's all it says.
Okay. I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Yaksa, or Amber, apologize.
Golden room. She passes her turn after she's sitting in the middle.
Sitting in the middle of the room, your light now shows a cave-in in the northern wall. It seems that the ceiling is collapsed in. There's some loose rubble over there. Throw.
Throw is gonna check that out.
Okay. Throw. The passage is caved in. I will let you guys know. You can try to dig through this by hand. It's going to take 15 PC rounds. So again, that means 15 rounds at least. If you go to say you start digging it, someone else comes to start digging it, that's 2 rounds. You understand? A third person comes, that's a third round. If all 4 of you, that's 4 rounds.
Can I use
And
my
then
crowbar to, like, dig?
you have a crowbar?
I do.
Okay. The crowbar will loosen up some of these rocks here for sure. I will take off for yourself. I will take off 2 PC rounds for the crowbar. As you loosen some rock, I'm going to roll a d6. There is a 1 in 6 chance of a cave-in as some of the rocks begin to slide loose and shift around. And that is a 1.
Oh my god.
Throw. Give me a dex throw. The DC is 12, or you take 1d4 damage. 15. You jump out of the way as the cave begins to crumble back in. Just a few more rocks fell into place from where you moved it. It looks like you might have to start over.
Oh my god. Well,
Kirk, your turn.
He's not the brightest, so he's gonna go back and see that they were digging, so he's gonna go over there with his crowbar and he'll start digging.
Start digging. You got it. The rocks that fell and settled, it feels pretty stable at this point. You don't believe that it's going to cave in again if you keep going. So, that's 2 dungeon turns there. Yaksug.
Yuksug is going to help dig.
Go and help dig. Okay. Round. Amber.
Stands guard at the and like right here in the middle of the room, but she has her pole arm.
Stands guard. Throw.
Throw is gonna offer assistance with the crowbar.
You got it. Throw begins to move some rocks aside with Kirk and Yaksug. Kirk, moving rocks?
Kirk?
Yeah,
moving
Kirk
rocks?
keeps continuing what he's doing, yes.
Yep, moving rocks. We're going to roll for random encounter. 6. Okay. Yaksug.
Yuksug can keep digging.
Keep digging. You have a crowbar?
Yuksug is clean. Just
Does he have a
digging with.
crowbar?
No, he doesn't have a crowbar. He's just
Okay.
digging with his hands.
Amber.
Walks over, seeing the guys, and she just stands there next to him.
Amber, standing there, give me a wisdom check. I'm going to say 13.
your wisdom.
Okay. Moving on. Throw.
Wait, can Kirk do wisdom on his
On his.
turn?
Uh, if he's not digging. Yeah. It's about noticing something. The wisdom check is about noticing something. If the others are occupied digging and Amber is standing there with the light, she may have noticed something. So throw. Your turn.
Oh, he's gonna keep digging with the crowbar.
Keep keep digging. Okay, Kirk.
Uh, continues digging because he's busy.
Continues digging. All right, Yaksug.
Gonna continue digging.
Keep digging. That's 10 PC turns so far. You're making some progress through here. Amber.
Continue standing there.
Give me another wisdom check. Okay. Throw.
Digging.
Digging.
Yeah.
Kirk.
Kirk continues digging. Sorry.
Kirk digging. No, you're fine. Random encounter? 5. No random encounter. Yaksug.
Digging.
Digging. One more PC turn. Amber. You want to give me another wisdom check?
She's doing one more wisdom.
Okay. You feel like there could have been a faster way of getting this done, but you're really not sure how. Throw.
Digging.
Digging. And with that, the last rock is cleared. The passage opens up before you.
Nice. Bro
Kirk?
is.
Oh, yep, throw. Throw's doing something? Throw.
He can move after digging, right?
Absolutely, he can.
He's gonna be on top of the rocks.
You be on top of the rocks, throw. Kirk.
Just throw.
Kirk moves up next to throw. Yaksug. Yakskug. Yakskug. Now that I'm reading it right.
Skug is gonna move in behind Throw.
Moving in behind the other two. Amber.
He follows the boys.
Following the boys, moving into the cavern behind him.
She hands the torch up to the next person because that way they have light up there.
You got it. Handing the torch to Yaksug. As the torch moves up, throw.
Throw's gonna
You
take.
hear
Oh,
you
okay.
can hear a skittering in the room ahead of you. Moving in from the darkness, heading into the torchlight, is two large centipede-like creatures.
Oh. Ew.
Can I have one as a dog?
Uh,
What does Throw do?
Throw is going to um take out his. Does he still have the crowbar?
Yeah, you have the crowbar.
Yeah, he has a crowbar, and he is.
They don't seem to be like moving towards you. They just kind of stepped into the light, curious.
Alright, Throw is just gonna be skirting along. He's actually just gonna wait for the rest of the party to come.
Throw, as you're waiting for the rest of the party examining these large centipedes in front of you, you can see that they're gnawing on a pile of jellied bones. They're sucking the slime off of these bones. Kirk.
Follows behind with his crowbar in hand.
Following behind with the crowbar in hand. Yaksuk.
He's going to come through here too.
You got it? Amber.
Follows, but climbs up the rocks and stands at the edge of one of the rocks.
Okay. Throw.
Throw is gonna keep walking.
Throw. Your light illuminates a humanoid shape on the floor behind the centipedes.
Oh, wow.
Like they're sucking on bones on the ground, but you can clearly see more of like a full-bodied shape behind them.
Okay.
Kirk.
Kirk runs behind the light, like closer to everyone.
Okay. Kirk. You can see that body laying on the ground in the corner of the room. Seems to be some sort of backpack next to it. Yaksug.
There's a backpack?
Yep.
Where?
Next to the body.
Yaksak's gonna go
Uh,
up and grab the
Throw sees
backpack.
it.
Are
Like,
you going to run right past those centipedes?
Well, I'm gonna sneak slowly.
Are you going to sneak slowly right past them?
Yeah.
Because as you start to get closer, they do kind of.
Okay.
Maybe taking the long way around would be better. Sneaking around them, around the outside of the room, making your way over to the pack.
Alright.
You find the body of some unfortunate human female adventurer. The bag is mostly dissolved, but it contains an intact straight peen hammer. So you have a hammer, you have a torch, and a burned scrap of paper that reads the following. Legendary weapon. On the altar, we have the keys. Around the neck of this long dead human, you see a polished piece of like hardened yellow ooze wrapped on a cord around her neck.
Yakslug's gonna take it
Take it.
and put it on himself.
You got it. Amber.
Do I have to put that in his inventory?
Yes.
Necklace with what?
Uh, hardened yellow ooze. It's like a polished. It's like a polished rock of yellow ooze.
Okay.
Amber, your turn.
walks closer to everyone, but she goes to this cavern down here.
Heading down to the cavern down there, it opens up and you can see just beyond that more tile flooring. Throw.
Throw's gonna start heading down there.
You head down. The light opens up into another room. The cavern opens like the wall caved in. It opens up into another room further beyond. And as you step into the room, there are three things you notice. To your right stands a statue of a like robed figure holding a jug, and pouring from the jug is this orange slime that is just continuously pouring out of the jug into the little bowl in front of this statue. To your left, you see a mural on the wall. The mural contains a series of like strange runes, and it's a series of strange runes carved over scenes of ooze cultists gorging themselves on slime that runs out of their overfilled mouths and onto the floor.
Oh.
Above them is just a bunch of runes. Kirk, your turn. Oh, and the third thing is straight ahead. You see a door. I apologize. You see a door straight ahead to you.
He's blind, so he's just gonna run down with everyone else.
You run down into the room. You see all the same things as everyone else. Moving on, Yaksug.
Yaksug's
Yaksug.
is
Heading towards
gonna
the light.
dash.
He's out of the light right now.
Yeah, he's gonna dash.
You got it. Amber. Go ahead and do your double movement, Yaksug. And then we'll move to Amber's turn. I think you got another 30 feet. There you go. Amber, what are you up to?
He's following everyone else. But she goes down to this, near this door.
Throw.
Dro, because he got the note that someone will have to eat the orange slime, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna partake and eat in the orange slime.
Okay. You dip your hands in, bring it to your face, and slurp from the orange slime. Things begin to get a bit trippy. The statue kind of wiggles, the walls kind of warp, and the walls seem to melt and flow with, and the people around you, their flesh turns into a translucent jelly. The mural on the wall behind you also comes alive and moves. The the people filling their mouths with the slime on the floor, them throwing the slime up out of their mouths. You do notice one other thing. The formerly indecipherable runes above the mural change into common, and it reads the following: Consume us, that we may consume, and fill us with thine viscous victuals. So write that down. Consume us, that we may consume, and fill us with thine viscous victuals.
Wow.
One last thing, as you read that sign behind you and the slime begins to take hold. You know that feeling when you're coming up, that anxiety is building up inside you? I need you to make me a wisdom check, DC 15. You feel the anxiety building up inside of you like you were about to have a freak out, a real bad trip, but you take a deep breath, you push that back down. The people around you still seem to be made of like translucent jelly. You can see their skeletons through their bodies. The walls, you can still read the strange runes and text on the wall, but other than that, everything else stays pretty, quote, normal.
Throw is gonna tell them, I think if we eat the orange jelly, then we'll be able to bypass the doors. Because this would technically be devoted to the slime god, or lord.
Brain's tingling.
Kirk, your turn.
What's got that door?
You want to check out the door?
No, wait, none of them were at the door. Never mind. No, I'm going down. No, I was
Okay.
out of character. My brain's like figuring something out with the door because it was asking for flesh, bones, and slime. So I'm trying to think, what if we bring a bunch of that stuff there?
Someone just chatted, just cast Fireball, it solves all issues. Man, I wish. We have nothing.
Because flesh, any type of flesh would be great, and then any type of bones would be great because I feel like all creatures or like anything living would open that door if we like bash them against it.
So, Kirk, you move towards the door to the south.
It's end of his turn.
End of your turn. Okay. Yaksug.
Um. mm, he's going to also eat the orange goo.
Yaksug also eats the orange goo. Okay. You see all the same things. Things get to become trippy. The people around you, you see through their skin as if it's translucent ooze. You see their skeletons, their heart inside their body, their internal organs, and everything. The wall behind you begins to move. I need you also to make me the wisdom saving throw. A 12.
Oof.
Okay.
He's gonna panic.
So, things that happen while you're tripping balls on psychedelic slime. D4. The boundary between you and the universe disappears as your mind expands, Yaksug. Seeing into people's bodies, seeing through them. You are more than just Yaksug. You are one with the universe. You gain a permanent +1 to your wisdom.
Damn. How do I add that in?
You can modify your wisdom. Add a +1 to the score. Not the bonus, but the score.
Oh, like if I had wisdom 10, I just make it 11.
Yep, permanent 11. Your wisdom went up by 1.
Nice.
Amber, your turn.
She sees the other two tripping, so she feels peer pressured to join them. So she licks like puts a little bit of slime on her finger and licks it.
Okay. You see all the same things happen. The statue begins to move and warp. The mural behind you begins to move. You see the words above that say, "Consume us that we may consume, and fill us with thine viscous victuals." Roll me a wisdom check. Oh, 4. Okay. D4 things that happen while you're tripping balls on psychedelic slime. That's a 3. Amber, you are ripped from reality. You seeing through people's bodies, seeing into their organs, freaks you the hell out. You'll never be right in the head again after seeing this. Permanent -1 to wisdom.
Damn!
Throw. It's your turn.
Dro is gonna leave, start heading out. Um, and he's gonna try to open this door.
The door is unlocked. It opens.
Nice. And he's gonna just kind of peer into the room.
You peer into the room and your light falls upon an altar. To the eastern wall stands 3 large stones of ooze, solid ooze. And standing behind those 3 large stones, 4 jellied skeletons, which turn to face you. One of them holds a large broadsword
Oh no.
with a large onyx gem in the crossguard.
Oh.
They begin to move.
Oh no. Throw is gonna close the door and move back.
Close the door. All right, Kirk. Kirk opens the door.
God damn it, Kirk.
You're stuck behind the door. There you go. Get that torch out of there.
Works. Wait, why does Kirk have the torch?
I don't know.
Upwards and he sees all three of you tripping balls, so he just sits there questioning how he managed to get there.
Throw. You feel a weight against the door, shoving against it.
Oh no.
Yaksug.
Yucksug. Can I... Yucksug has the pendant with the hardened orange on it.
Mm-hmm. Hardened yellow ooze.
Oh. Yuckslug is going to... I guess he's just gonna ready to attack. Ready and attack. With,
You're positioning yourself, waiting for anything to come. Amber. You just had the worst trip of your life. You are still tripping balls. By the way, all of you are still tripping balls. For another like 2 rounds.
She sees that the other two are still having a great trip, so she's gonna try to see if she can overdose or feel better if she had one more.
Overdose on the orange slime. Okay. You're gonna take some more in. I'm gonna make it 1 point harder. Okay? DC 16 wisdom.
Which hopes she can get it. No.
Okay. Amber. You lose your fucking mind and attack the nearest person.
oh my god, Yuckslug.
You attack Yaksug. Give me a strength. If you have a weapon, use a weapon. Other than that, give me an attack. What does Amber do? You go into a rage.
How much would the full armor do? I think it's a D6, right?
Yes. So roll the d20 to see if you hit first.
For you, she sucks at everything.
Right. Yaksug, does a 7 hit?
Yes, his AC is
A
7.
7 does. So give me the 1d6 polearm.
Do you want me to add any of her modifiers? I think.
There's no modifiers. There's no modifiers to the attack. There's only modifier to hit. You don't do modifier to attack. So Yaksug, you take 1 damage.
He's down.
He's down. All right. Amber freaked out. Attack Yaksug. Throw. The door is being shoved against by the jelly skeletons in front of you. Behind you, Amber freaks the fuck out and attacks Yaksug.
He's gonna try to stabilize Yuckslug.
All right, DC 15.
Of what?
Oh, a wisdom. Or intelligence, I apologize. Intelligence. DC 15 intelligence check.
Nope.
Unfortunately, you are unable to stabilize Yaksug this round. And that is when the door slams open and the jellied skeletons begin to pour in.
Oh my god. We're all gonna die. Everyone's gonna die here.
An attack for Amber. That is an 8 to hit.
Amber should not be able to be hit by an 8. She has an AC of 12.
You got it. That misses Kirk. A 5 to hit.
This is a 10.
Okay. Yaksug is down, and they can't make it around to throw just yet. Kirk, it's you. There are no attacks of opportunity, by the way. There's no risk in running away from people.
He's going to try to hold his ground and swing wildly.
Swing wildly. Go for it.
Like in front of him, not behind him.
A 10. A 10 is not going to hit. As you swing wildly, it does make contact with the jellied skeletons, but then jelly, it just grabs onto whatever you hit it with. All right, Yaksug, give me the D4 plus con.
D4 plus what?
Constitution.
So it's 2,
And then your Constitution modifier is what?
4.
It's 4?
Yeah.
You have a plus 4 to your con?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, so you got 6 rounds. No, your con is an 8. How do you have a 4? You should have a... How do you have a 4 in your con when you have 8?
What? I don't know.
I have
My con is 8.
3.
Your con is 8. That should be a -2 or -1.
I don't know.
For my con, it's a 7, and I have a 4.
Okay, so some things are getting mixed up here. But either way, you have 1 round, Yaksug. Amber, we'll figure out these kinks another time. This is the first time we're doing it. Amber, you're still going wild, but the nearest thing to you is the jellied skeleton. Give me an attack.
Your disadvantage.
Nineteen hits.
Damn.
Give me the damage. 1d6, correct?
1d6 with her pole arm.
Mm-hmm. 3 damage as you crack several of the ribs of this jellied skeleton, and you knock one of its arms off.
He's ballistic right now.
You, at the end of that round, Amber, you come back to. It was only 2 rounds. Throw. Your turn.
Can you try to destabilize the yak slug or is yak
One
slug
more
like...
time. You got 1 more chance.
Sure, so I just do wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's I believe it's intelligence. Let me just triple check on that, but I believe it is an intelligence check. Intelligence, yeah, DC 15 intelligence check.
Nope, not gonna happen. I guess Throw is now just gonna run away.
Throw's gonna run away.
Yep.
Okay.
How do I move
Yep.
him?
Throw, you run forward. So you got 30 feet, right?
Yep.
You run forward, and as you run forward, you see the 2 centipedes coming towards you.
Oh no, I'm trapped.
But you run forward. Good, run your 30 feet.
Oh my god, the game is glitching.
Torch is on, yeah. There we go. There you go. You run. Oop. How far are you going?
I don't know. Wherever 30 feet is. Oh my god.
30 feet is right between them.
Yep.
So as you run forward, you see the 2 centipedes running towards you. They begin to pass. The skeletons The one missing an arm attacks back at Amber, and the one with the sword attacks at Kirk. So here we go. Amber, a 10 to hit is not going to hit, and Kirk does a 9 hit. Kirk does a 9 hit. You still there? Pigman. I can't hear you at all. I don't know what happened to your mic. You know what? I'll just check your character sheet. That way I'll know for myself. AC 10. 10, a 9 does not hit 10. All right. That misses. Amber, it is now Kirk's turn. All right.
You hear me better now?
Yep, it's Kirk's turn now. They missed on the attack.
Okay. Kirk is going to run upwards. He sees the light in the centipede, and he put 2 and 2 together that they're not going to attack you. They're eating slime creatures, so he's going to run up and hug the wall to let them pass him.
Okay.
Yarkslug is dead.
Yaksug is dead. Amber, you are sane of mind.
She has no idea what's going on, but she's going to follow behind Kirk.
You got a bunch of jellied skeletons right in front of you. Run! Throw! Would you like to double move, Amber, or is that as far as you're moving? Because those jellied skeletons are going to catch up with you.
She's going to keep running until she sees the centipede, and she's going to freeze right there in front of Kirk.
Okay. Throw.
Dro is gonna get to a safe distance of over here and try to watch the showdown between the centipedes and the slime people.
And as you back up, the centipedes do rush forward into the room with the jellied skeleton. You all hear ripping and tearing and squealing, and this is where we're going to end the session. It was a one shot, but we'll make it a 2-shot. Next time we come in, we'll find out what happened with those jellied skeletons and the centipedes.
Yep.
As it's all happening in the dark beyond your vision.
Yeah. Alright. I'll catch.
How was that?
It's fun.
It was fun. It was a really irritating at first because I was like, what are we supposed to do? But now things are kind of making sense.
Yeah, you look. I mean, it's D&D. You look around until you find what to do. It's just like any game. Yeah. You guys are pretty much. You wouldn't know what to do. You're thrown in a hole in the well. You're given a torch, and they're just like, "Good luck, don't die." That's literally what happened.
It reminds me of that time in D&D where we threw a bunch of whatever they were called, the hyena people, into a pit and told them not to die.
Alright, well,
But
we're gonna.
The timer is stopped at 16 minutes for the torch.
You could just write that in the chat.
I have it.
There you go.
Write it down. 16 minutes left on your torch. And we'll pick that up next session.
Yes.
So next Sunday, if you guys want to do this again, same time.
let you know, because Saturday I am headed into town, but I'll bring my laptop so we can do I'll do the Shadowdark over there.
If there's another day that works for the both of you, go ahead. We can talk it out now.
We could talk about it later. We'll figure out the scheduling and then I could post the schedule on Twitch.
Okay.
I have a doctor's appointment Monday morning.
Well, I work
Not
full
this
time,
coming.
so I work Monday through Friday now. So we wouldn't, unless it was after my work. But we'll figure that out later. Yeah. Hope everyone has enjoyed the stream today, and hope you all guys have a great night and end of your weekend. And adios.
Adios.